you can.
Perfect. 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 Welcome back to the Dope as Usual podcast. I am Thomas, Dope as Yola, whatever you want to call me. I am here with Marty O'Neill.
What's up, folks?
What up?
We're back.
Marty's hyped up today, guys. Right before this episode, I went, did I just fall asleep? So sorry, I'm on a different level of Marty today.
I get all hyped up because it's a production to put this thing together, and it's
Marty's
like
been
now
running around for 30 minutes.
look forward to just relaxing and talking to you guys.
Yeah, I may or may not have been doing something. Well, we'll wait till the 10-minute nice guy clock is over YouTube. Very sorry about that. What's up? We're back, season 2. And for everyone out there, I did not forget about this pull-up. I'm getting DMs about it. I did not forget about it. Episode 100, I'm going to do it. Don't worry.
It's closing in.
It's closing in. Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
This is about episode 70. You got about 30 weeks.
Trying. Still trying. We're doing good.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, you're doing it.
Trying.
Fans might not know. You're doing it.
It's going to happen. Yeah. It's going to happen. All right. Time to wake up. Here we go. Everybody out there driving to work, from work, wake up. All right. It's time to roll your window down. I get it. I was falling asleep. I had to eat a bunch of candy on the way back from your set the other day just because I was passing out in the middle of the day.
Regular candy or your own
yes, actual candy.
Gotcha.
No, not edibles. No way. I was eating regular candy, all right, to stay awake. So I feel you. All right, it's time to wake up. Let's get straight into this. Guys, the first thing I want to do is recap. We always do this. Recap. Since the last time we talked to you, we have had 3 new guests. Well, not new, but we've had 3 more guests. So 1, Goblin. You guys always know it's awesome. It's always going to be fun. Fool's hilarious. He actually just flew in today. I'm about to go probably chill with him tomorrow. He's doing no jumper today, so that's pretty awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So then the next episode was my mom. Okay, you guys always ask for my mom episode. Had to bring her back because episode 1 I was belligerently drunk. I had to watch back what we said because I don't even remember. And then
It's therapeutic.
yeah, it was I don't know. I was just talking shit to my mom. But the episode 2, all right, we made it a little more dialed in, I think. Not so, hey, remember when you were terrible? And for everyone out there that gets mad at me doing that, watch another show. That's why it's my turn. Okay, that's my turn.
It's your time.
That was my time, and that's over. I told my mom after that one, like, don't worry. If you ever come back on the show, I'm done. I'm done badgering you about all this. Now we'll just talk about stuff.
I respect her for coming in, especially a second time.
A second time, like, all right, Mom, you said yes. Remember that. Like, OG, why are you asking me this stuff? You said yeah.
You agreed to come on the show.
You agreed to come on the show, and I showed you the questions. Okay. But anyway, he's the only one I showed the questions to, ever. Ever. No one else gets to see their questions. But he's just so, OG. I was just on the phone with him 10 minutes before we started. What do you mean, stupid? Oh, come on, man. What'd you post? I posted a reel Marty made of me and him. We reviewed a product the other day, and it was ridiculous.
So fucking ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, guys. Trying to get this fool to compute words and start to talk.
In Between Takes was its own video.
Yeah, 100%. In Between Takes was the video, basically. And also, the last set of guests, Jason Ellis, Tony Hawk. Guys, all right, come on.
Stop.
Come on. All week, Marty and I, hey, remember when we're going to have Tony Hawk on the show this week?
It still doesn't seem real.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It's weird. It's like, it seems like it was some sort of fluke or something.
Both of these fools. What? It was a trip to me, man.
I love the contrast between the two of them, too. It's perfect yin and yang.
Yes. Very conserved, well-reserved man speaking when he wants to speak. And then we got Jason. Yeah. As soon as I asked Marty, I'm like, I've never really heard him talk too much for the clips. I think he might sound like a pirate. You go, yeah, kind of. Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you sound like what I think a pirate would sound like. Jason L is very cool. Super cool guy. I thought he was awesome.
How about he has the real deal? This is his real laugh.
What is that laugh?
This is the Vincent Price evil laugh sound effect. It's his real fucking laugh.
That was creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy.
You scared a lot of people in the car.
They're used to it from last week.
I know, but not that one. Damn. But yeah, that was amazing. Guys, still cannot believe it. I have a picture of me handing Tony Hawk Push Trees gear in the Push Trees warehouse and blew my mind.
For some reason, that was almost like as big as the episode to me. That was just an iconic fucking picture. You got the Vans on. You're in the warehouse. He's all high and shit.
He didn't smoke.
No, he couldn't.
There's no
help
way he
it.
left this place.
There's no way you're getting out of here not boxed to death.
No way. He was done. So I thought that was a very big accomplishment. If you've been here since early on in the episodes, we've talked about it many times. You know, one day, that'd be cool. One day we're going to get him on here, and it finally happened. Thank you guys for making that possible. All the likes and all the comments and all the numbers and everything going up just helps us get bigger guests. Helps us get the okay from their agent to go, it's okay. Go do you can have the time. Go do that show.
Exactly.
That's all it's really for. So shout out to Jason too for saying, oh, I get to pick who we're going on. And I said, you guys were all right. Like, yeah, thank you. So shout out to Jason Ellis, Tony Hawk. Go watch their show, Hawk versus Wolf. Anywhere you watch podcasts, anywhere you watch our podcast, go ahead and check it out. That being said, Marty, what are we at? About 7:41?
Yes.
What are we at?
It was 7:59 when you said that.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. On to my next thing before we start talking about crazy shit. So, Cam surgery. Marty.
Oh, my God.
Everything's good.
Yes.
Update us.
Hey, guys, thank you so much, man. Like, really, I posted his little picture up on Instagram yesterday. All the comments and messages I got, like, it really, whenever something like that happens, you guys, like, really make the situation legitimately feel a lot better. Just for me and my wife, and sitting there showing him all the comments and everybody wishing him well, talking about how brave he is. It was a fucking scary surgery. We're talking about them going in, opening up his arm bone, opening up a window to his bone, scraping out the giant cyst that's inside that's occupying his whole upper arm bone, and then filling it with bone filler paste.
Hardener concrete.
Yeah, and then sealing it shut, and then he's back up. You know, he's
playing
moving
Fortnite today.
Fortnite, yeah.
On his elbow. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
No, he's in a sling. Mm-hmm. All his weight was on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
This was on his shoulder. He just got surgery on.
He was in great shape.
What was he eating? He was eating something, and he was saying, like, yo, this kid's living it.
Yeah, he had a big-ass cookie.
Yeah, it was a big-ass cookie. And he's talking shit on Fortnite. Like, yeah, all right.
As of this morning, the anesthesia kind of fucked him up, but it was such a scary thing. And like I said, it just made me so sad. We did not expect that diagnosis. We went in there thinking he had a fractured arm. And the doctor was basically like, well, this is serious. He's going to need a really major surgery, or he'll just never be able to play sports again in life. And he's going to have to really protect his arm and not be able to really do much for the rest of his life. And I just, in my mind, went off to this butterfly effect version of him in college, some fucking like, you know, just off the path of life that he wants, not being able to do what he wants, and just this different person from how I always like imagine his life's going to turn out for him. So I'm just glad that we went through it. It was scary. We did it. He's feeling better. He's going to be back in time for soccer season in the fall. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that.
Super awesome. Super sick. How old is Cam? 8?
He's he just turned 8.
Just turned 8, right? Yeah, he's huge for me, just 8.
Yeah.
Well, just wanted to update everybody on that, just because we're about to say horrible things probably. I don't know. So drugs. How's your son's surgery?
Can I tell you the funny thing you said the other day?
What?
I told you earlier.
Oh yeah.
All right. So just to show how innocent my kid is, okay? We were on the Pine Park podcast, right? Highly productive. I had that going on my phone. So on YouTube. So we go and get in the car. My phone auto starts playing YouTube on the Bluetooth when I get in the car. He looks on the screen. Now, the podcast must have ended. It went right on to the Eric Kahn video. How to smoke weed with a laser.
That's Eric Kahn's
That's the
page.
title of the video. And then Cam looks up at the screen. He goes, how to smoke weed with a laser? Who's weed?
That's some pure innocence.
Like a video game avatar character.
Who is weed?
How are you going to smoke him with a laser?
What? That's what he thought.
Like a
Fortnite.
Fortnite
Killing
character.
somebody with a laser. Who's weed? Weed's a name?
Uh-huh.
That's some straight
Yeah.
innocence, man.
I was just like, I don't know, bro.
I love that.
Yeah. So innocent.
That's awesome.
Anyway, let's get into it. It's 10 fucking minutes.
It's been 10 minutes. Fuck. Good. Fuck. All right, here we go. Guys, I'm going to start. Oh, hence the mushroom push shrooms hat. I'm going to start off this story with something you guys have heard many times before, but I'm going to elaborate because I've never, ever, ever wanted to talk about it online or on being recorded because I thought I was insane. we've talked about this situation. You guys have heard the story. I just talked about it with Rosie. I've talked about it in the story time where I took that huge dose, went into my room, started floating above my bed, flying around my neighborhood. We talked about all that stuff. Every time I tell Marty, you got to tell the story, I go, nah, not yet. I've been seeing all this disclosure shit about aliens, all this universe stuff, all this craziness, all this. People are talking about stuff way more than they used to, and it makes me feel like, oh, so people aren't going to think I'm insane. Maybe I can talk about this. Guys, this happened to me 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and I've never talked about it on Storytime. It's one I never planned on talking about fully because it scared the shit out of me. But today, I'm going to tell you guys what really happened in that night of the mushroom trip where I said I was flying around my room in my neighborhood. I'll tell you the whole thing.
This is fucking suspenseful.
This is insane. So what really happened, I never lie. I just go, crazy other shit happened. I was flying around my room, but the night was intense. That's how I end it because I'm not lying. Crazy other shit happened, but that crazy other shit took up 99% of that night. I've only given you guys 1% of what happened that night because I just thought it was preposterous. And I want people like, all right, bro, you smoke a lot of weed, now you just make up stories. I'm just telling you what happened in my head and what happened to me. So I took the 7 grams. Rosie took the 7 grams. Like you've heard the story. Go watch Pink Floyd every time I get to the hospital scene. Go in the room because it's too much for me. I get freaked out. I go in the room. So 7 grams in my room, completely pitch black. It's in Merced. Pitch black room. So here's the story time. You've heard me talk about, I felt like I was floating. I blasted off through my roof. I looked down. I could see my body. I was outer body experience flying around my neighborhood. It was crazy. And that's where I stop the story every time because I don't want to talk about it. I told Marty a little bit about it, but now I'm going to tell you guys fully what happened to me. I've talked to I didn't tell anybody. Me and Rosie told nobody for about 1.5 years. Then we told our other friends that are very into psychedelics. And they're like, say, what the fuck did you say? And now they're telling me, like, you had a something trip. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you broke through. Like, what the fuck does that mean? So I'm sitting there on my bed. It's about 2 hours in. Guys, I've never done this before on mushrooms, but this night I did it. I don't know what came over me. I'm in the pitch black. I just start doing this. Inhaling the slowest I've ever inhaled in my life. It felt like my lungs expanded bigger than my chest could be. And then out. Like a full minute in, a full minute out. It just felt like my breathing, like my brain was starting to slow. It was weird. I was just trying to breathe slow because I was stripping. And the whole time I'm sweating. I could feel the sweat on my body, just pouring sweat, like somebody's dumping water on me. And then I told you I fly around my room, blah, 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 blah. Story ends. This is what else actually happened that night. Rosie and a couple of my friends know. I think I told my mom. Maybe I told my mom. I don't know. If not, my mom's watching. So here we go. I'm up in the air. I look down, and it's like a Broadway play. You know a Broadway play when the stage lighting goes dim and it just spotlights like a bed and they're having a scene? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. It was a spotlight around my bed. I can see Rosie. I can see my own body. But it's a pitch black room.
Okay.
No music going on. Just you can hear car noises and maybe like the car headlights past through your window blinds, if that. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking down. I'm like, wow, I must be fucking gone. I'm still aware. Like, yo, these shrooms are crazy. 7 grams. What the fuck? I can see my body. I like that shit. So I'm like, I embraced it. I'm like, wow. I wonder. I move my arm, and I could tell myself in my own eyes, move your arm. And I could see my arm move on the bed. Move my leg. I could see my leg move. Like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So what happens is I look up, and it's like you're not saying run. You're not saying move. I just like, it's like your intention of your brain, I can just tell, like, go faster, go faster. It was very weird. It's like I was a shark. You know how sharks just swim through the water? That's how I felt like I was going through the air, just like leading my head and my body would move. Not like I was flapping my arms or running. The weirdest sensation I've ever had. I was moving at fast speeds without moving my body.
Mm-hmm. Just intuitive.
Yeah, it was very weird. Uh-huh. So, one thing I don't get, why wasn't there stars? I start shooting straight into the sky, guys, as high as I can possibly go. And I just start going like, don't worry, man, you're in your bed. You're going to be fine. That's why I kept saying, you're in your bed. You're in your bed. You're in your bed. Like, you're fine. You're not going to be fine. You're not in space. You're in your bed. But I kept saying it so I would let it keep going. Because there was a point where I started getting lightheaded where I couldn't feel like my body anymore. And I just feel my head and my like emotions of this shit. I mean, I'm peaking crazy. I can't feel my body. Anyway, I skyrocket into the air and I'm in pitch black. And as I'm in the pitch black, it stops like I'm in water. And I'm kind of like slightly floating like this. I feel that. I feel floating.
The scene in Get Out?
Kinda, I guess you could say.
The sunken place?
Yeah, but I'm up. I'm above my bed, like hundreds of miles in the sky. I mean, I was just, and then I just stopped. And as I stop, I do this. I can feel my body doing this. I look, I'm like, where's my fucking arm at? And I have no body. Like, I'm looking down, I'm like, but I can feel myself, but I don't see myself. And I'm like, there's nothing to touch. And I kept, don't freak out, you're on your bed. I kept having to say that shit to myself. And this is where I went, okay, what's happening? I don't know about religions. I don't know about other cultures because I'm fucking ignorant. I'm in the sky and I see, I don't know how or where it came from, this big clay dial, like a circle with ridges on it. And it has the face, that face like this, that the Aztecs put on shit.
Uh-huh.
Like that crazy, scary face with the fucking geographical shapes on his head.
Uh-huh.
And this whole dial. Like some shit you would see on the floor in someone's garden in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Like a fucking thing implanted in the ground. Something like that.
Yeah.
And it's in front of me. And I'm looking at it and it's got all this weird Aztec shit I've seen, and obviously in history in the school. Like, that's like some weird Mexico shit. What the fuck is that? Like the dial? Is that a calendar? You know, the calendar thing?
It just kind of appears in the void?
No, it just went...
Oh,
and it was
sprung in.
It was as big as a Walmart, guys. I'm looking at it and it's so fucking massive. It's bigger than I can look to. I can't see the top of this bitch. It's fucking huge. And I'm looking at it like, this is a badass mushroom trip. Oh my God, this is it. Because I know where I'm at. But I'm just like, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I'm looking at the thing like, what the fuck? And it starts doing this.
Oh God.
But the outer bezel, like a watch, is staying still and the inside's turning.
Okay.
But it's got all these shapes on it and it's red clay color.
Okay.
You know, like red clay from like Native American shit.
Yeah.
They talk just like that color, like bowls that they make.
Pottery and
like
shit.
pottery.
Yeah.
It's that color. You can see the texture of it. It's like that. I'm in the pitch black of dark and I'm like, am I in space? Where are the stars? First thing I thought, how come there's no stars up here? I just saw a light, but it wasn't the sun. I wasn't questioning like, where's the light source coming from? I'm like, what the fuck's this dial, sundial doing in front of me? So it's clicking and I'm like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And I started feeling like this thing was pulling me closer. I'm looking at it and I go, where's Rosie? And like my brain went back to my head and I went, oh shit, what is she? Is she okay? And I just do this. I don't dive. I go, and like I can feel like I'm like, go down, get back down, and my body just starts, or my vision starts going hyperspace fast again. And then I swear to fucking God, I just felt this. And I'm in my bed, like back in my bed. And I like, it's like I fell back into my body and it like that, Marty. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Like I went poof, and I bounced on the bed. I went, what the fuck? And I checked on Rosie and she's just all tripping the fuck out. So I'm like, you good? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I stayed. And then I went, okay, I got to do this again. That was the first night only. I went, I can't do that again. That was too far. I don't know how far.
Could you have shot back up if you wanted to?
I didn't know. I sat there for hours and just stared in the black. I was tripping, seeing shapes, weird shit, going up above my house, looking at my body, little weird stuff. I'm like, nah, that was out of my control. I couldn't feel myself anymore. It was just
But it was cool. It wasn't scary.
It wasn't scary. So night number 2, I tell Rosie, hey, I explained to her what happened. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, I was talking to people and all this other shit too, but I was in space. I go, oh shit. She's like, let's do it again.
How far in between?
The next night.
Oh Oh, shit.
Next night I told her, I know you're not supposed to do it back to back, but I'm like, 7 again. Fuck it. We took 7 grams again each, these crazy long ass mushrooms from this vegan in Mariposa. And he's like, these are the craziest fucking mushrooms I ever fucking had. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They were. He wasn't lying. I take 7, she takes 7, no Pink Floyd, no movies. I go straight into the room like, all right, tonight's the night. I'm going to see what the fuck I can do.
You're on a mission.
Yeah. And I'm in there for a couple hours, sweating, just trying to breathe. I'm trying to mimic like Hal. Remember that? If you guys watch Malcolm in the Middle, remember Hal almost bowls a 300 and he does the same weird steps to get the 300 again? The strikes? That's why I do the same steps. Like, I was breathing real deep, closed my eyes. I started tripping, started feeling my chest moving, and it started happening. I'm like, oh my God, okay, here we go. And then, guys, I don't know what happened, but those shrooms hit me harder the second night than the first night. I blasted the fuck off through my house, was looking down, controlling it like fucking Peter Pan, flying around my neighborhood. And whether or not I really was or I was tripping, kind of odd that I know what my neighborhood looks like from the top.
Yeah, you wouldn't have that perspective.
I mean, I could see backyards. I could see stuff in the backyards.
That's like in dreams, though. Your brain can make things that you've never seen.
Yeah, so that's what I was seeing. As I'm looking, I'm like, yo, is my brain that wild or am I really in the sky? Like, I was thinking like,
couldn't tell the difference.
What? Is this real? But I knew I was on mushrooms and I always kept saying, you're right there. You're fine. You're right there.
Dabbing or smoking weed at all?
Nothing. I was so fucked. 7 grams, you don't need anything else.
Gotcha.
So this is where the story really takes off. It's a long story, all right? It's going to be a 45-minute clip. Let's go. Here we go. So second night, I'm sitting there, same exact thing. Rosie already told her what happened to me, and she's like, well, that's fucking crazy. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm like, all right, Rosie, if I get too far, I'm not coming back because I'm not worried about you. You say you're fine. You're going to be good. You're next to me. Cool. I'm in the fucking air again. Guys, it's not like I've read stuff about people doing things or I watch sci-fi shit enough to know about stuff.
Unbiased.
Yeah, I just like getting fucked up. So whatever the hell happened, it's like, why did it happen? So I'm in the air again, pitch black, but there's a light source, but I can't see it. It's just present. Does that make sense? It's like a street light is light me up a little bit, but I look up, there's no street light. Mm-hmm. It's just like illuminated in this section of this black.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it.
Uh-huh.
I could feel my body, but nothing was there, right? So this is where I know someone's going to go, what? You were in sector 9-5, blah, blah, blah. I know somebody's going to say some shit.
The exact
my homie
dimension
was like,
you were in?
You know, because my homie was like, what the fuck did you say? And he started explaining to me, like, no. And that was like 7 years ago. And I didn't talk, I've still never talked about it till today. So here we go. So I felt insane. I thought I was crazy. And I didn't want to tell anybody that. Because I'm like, dude, my mom was kind of fucking off when she was younger. Oh, my grandma had mental shit. I was like, am I fucking insane? I didn't want to like, oh God, I am fucked.
But you're knowing you're tripping balls off 7
grams. I know,
grams,
but
though.
the shit that I'm seeing, I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Oh.
Why is my head producing this?
Gotcha.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm in space or the black, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's no sundial.
Void.
The void. I'm just in pitch black, not water. I don't know what to call it, but I'm there. And like a stage light, really small, way down there, I can see a circle in my bed with 2 people on it. Can't see my face. Can't see Rosie's face. I know who they are because it's my fucking room. Does that make sense? I know home base is there if I really need to get fucking back. All right. Like Beetlejuice, when they open the door and they go, what the fuck? Yeah. That's my door home. So I know I'm okay. So I don't know where, guys. I don't know how long it's been up there. I don't know if there was a wait. I couldn't tell you the sounds. I couldn't tell you the taste of the air. Nothing. I just know I'm just telling you what I remember. I'm looking and out of nowhere, like a speck in this black starts getting closer to me. Real close. Then it gets closer to me, and it's like a huge surfboard. Silver, like Silver Surfer, the comic book guy. A huge surfboard made of like, remember Capri Sun commercials and all the kids were like gooey?
Yeah.
Ah!
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. Like Alex Mack. Is that a name? Anyway, the girl that got toxic waste on her in fucking Nickelodeon. And she had powers. I think it's Alex Mack. Anyway.
Liquid metal.
Like Terminator. Like that. It looked like Terminator 2 when the guy turned back into goo. T-1000. Yeah. And it's coming up. It's a surfboard. It's like a surfboard shape, but it's big. Like the size of a fucking car. But it's shaped like a surfboard. It's flat. And I'm looking at it. It makes no noise. I'm like, oh. Huh? The fuck is that? And as it gets closer, there's people sitting with it. Just like this. Pretend this is the table. There are no fucking chairs. And there's dudes sitting like they're in chairs. On it. All right? And they're coming like, I'm not scared. I don't know why. I'm not scared. I know this sounds fucking absurd.
They're like people?
Let me explain to you.
Okay.
I'm over there. Surfboard's coming into my view. I see like this speck of surfboard, and then I'm like, those are people. Are those people? Because I'm just fascinated in the surfboard thing. I see the front of it. I'm like, the back of it, there's people on it. I don't know if they were there and they just popped up, but I didn't see them at the beginning. But as I got closer, there was people. 3 people. 1 dude here, 2 guys sitting on that side. I'm right there, and it's pulling up to me like I'm at a bus stop. And the dude, have I told you this whole story, Marty?
No.
Okay. I don't watch Lord of the Rings. I don't watch fucking medieval times shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't watch Harry Potter. But the fucking dude right here was a big fat dude with red hair, but like long braided red hair, like a Viking shit you see in cartoons. Mm-hmm. And he had this weird fucking armor on, not like chain linked armor, not knight in shining armor, like medieval times with a fucking crest on his chest type shit.
Yeah.
And he has an accent and he talks like a fucking movie. Oh, I was like, oh, but he gets up, but he stands up like he has a chair under him. It's the weirdest shit. They're not in chairs. It's like all their weight's on the board. This sounds absurd. Sorry for everyone driving. This fucking, oh God, this story. And he gets up and he runs over and hugs, or he runs over and I'm like, oh, and I know his name. Couldn't tell you the name now. I knew him. I said a name. He said, my name, Thomas. Hugged. The other dude stands up. This guy's like my height. Other 2 dudes stands up. I cannot for the life of me tell you what the dude with the darker hair look like. I can't. It doesn't register. But the other guy, have you ever seen Grounded for Life, the old Fox show? Grounded for Life. It's the dad with the short chopped hair. He has like a Lord Farquaad haircut from Shrek, but red hair. He looks like the dad from Grounded for Life, like just fucking like him, but stubble, not a long beard. The guy with the darker outfit, I don't remember what the fuck he looked like. This fucking dude stands up and he's like 8 feet fucking tall, but he's got like samurai armor on, but red and like kind of like the Dial, but red, like clay color. But you could tell it's fucking full of metal and leathers and like straps. He looks like a medieval times fighter, but more samurai looking with like pieces of wood on it. All red though. I look at him and I automatically know him. And the second I see him, I'm like overwhelmed, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm hugging all of them and I hug them and they all just bend down and do this shit like a kneel thing. And I go, what the fuck is this shit? In my head, I'm normal guy over here. I know I'm Thomas down here. Up here, I have and I'm just trying to walk the line, so I don't go, ah! And also I can make these fools think that I know what they're talking about because I want to know more. Yeah. It's like I'm in a video game, like, which path would you like to choose? I'm like, yo, just remember the door's over there if I want to go home, if these fools are acting weird. I know this sounds unheard of. This sounds preposterous. I know I'm on drugs. I understand that. I'm just telling you what happened to me.
This is how you're supposed to do. Like people talk about setting your intention before you do it, and like going into it with a purpose. Trying to.
I just wanted to blast off and see if I can go further than what I saw.
Like what you're capable of.
And I just wanted to like, oh, Rosie, you okay? Okay, then I'm not gonna worry about you. Mm-hmm. And I knew she was there. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
So I am like, where have you been, guys? I haven't seen you. They're like, where have you been? We've been looking for you. And I'm like, I fell. You don't remember I fell? And all of a sudden I start remembering a memory that I've never had of me falling off of this table and landing in a fucking body. Guys, I don't fucking know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you shit. I have no idea, but I start remembering. I did fall. Because I remember me and these guys are sitting around the table and I go, oh, and I fall into this light. And when I fall in this light, I start remembering Thomas, me. And up here, I'm like, oh yeah, I fell down that's right, I did. How long have I been gone? Is the first thing I ask. And I don't remember what they said. But it's like I started remembering, that's right. I'm one of you guys. Why the fuck am I down there? That's what I remember. And I go, in my head over here, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? I'm excited and nervous. But over here, I'm like, that's right. And I start remembering, that's right. We just travel around this black fucking void talking. And I fell off. I remember falling. And I just started remembering, fuck. That's all I remember, into a light. And then I just remember nothing after that except like my normal life, right? Uh-huh. So I'm like, this is fucking weird. This is crazy. And I just stop them. I go, hey, there's somebody I want you to meet. I was like, this is my best friend ever. And they go, where are they at? And I just, guys, I'm standing on nothing. I'm not standing on anything.
You're just existing.
Thank you, Marty. I'm just existing there. But these guys have full bodies. I'm looking at them and like, the one guy's eight, he's fucking as big as the roof, man. But he's like, so like, I haven't seen, he's like hugging me and shit. And the dark haired guy, I don't remember him even saying a word. I don't remember anything. But I go, there's somebody I want you to meet. And I just do this. There's no arm. But in my head, I'm like, reach your arm down. And I just feel Rosie and I grab her arm. I pick her up. And as I pick her up, she's next to me and I can see Rosie. And I'm like, this is Rosie. Well, and they're like, the fat dude with the beard picks her up, like all fucking happy. They all start, hello, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, yes, like this is awesome. I don't know what this feeling is, Marty. I have no idea what this is, but the guy with the red hair, the short-haired guy with the tall guy, not the short guy with red hair, the tall guy with red hair.
Justin Boyd.
Basically, Justin Boyd, yes. He's like, let's take a walk. I'm like, yes, please. And I turn around and they're just all, Rosie and those two dudes are sitting at the table, just like talking. It's like a fucking, I'm only telling you what the fuck I saw. I'm not trying to like embellish. I'm just saying things. So if I'm like, I don't know what they said, it's because I do not remember. I'm not going to make it up or say, I think.
Blurry.
It was too blurry enough. For everyone out there that watches me, remember, I'm on drugs. Please don't think I'm fucking insane. This is just what happened. Maybe it was a really, really, really good mushroom trip. Maybe I blasted off into some weird shit. It's been 8 years, and I'm finally talking about it. All right, so don't make me feel like an asshole. I start walking with this guy, and I'm not walking on anything. I'm just walking. And I'm walking, and I can feel my feet touch, but there's nothing down. There's nothing there. There's no body. I'm walking, and then the void of black just turns into this green country like China. I see a huge green mountain, fucking huge mountain. In the distance, another green ass mountain to the right, a fucking huge mountain, but in the distance, miles away. And the mountain's in front of me, and I can hear like talking, not fucking English. I hear obviously what I interpret as Chinese that I've heard in movies, right? I look down, Marty. I must have been 25, 30 feet above this little village. I look down, and there is a village below me. And there's people living lives. This lady has a fucking stick with 2 buckets of water, and I can see the water moving and spilling as she's walking, right? Old wooden shit. I don't see cars. I see some cows. I see fucking goats. You know what? Take that back. I don't even know if it's goats. I saw a white animal. That's all I remember, like blurs. It could have been any fucking...
Could have been a fucking sheep.
Could have been a fucking dog for all I know. I don't know. But I remember seeing big-ass fucking cows, or at least they looked like cows. Maybe they're like steers or bulls. I don't know what it was. But I saw them, and they were like this wooden fence. And they're in this wooden fence. And I'm walking above them, and I look at him, and he goes, they can't see us. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And me and him are just talking about... He started talking about, so since you've been gone, and it just fades out like a movie. He's like, so since you've been gone. I don't hear what he's saying. I'm just, what the fuck? I'm looking at it. Guys, I can hear people speaking. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody's looking up. There's 2 fucking people walking on air. So I'm looking around. I don't see cars. I see no tracks. I'm like, what year is this? And I just see like a kid playing. I see chickens running around. And that's it, right? And I look up and see this mountain. I'm like, yo, I've seen this mountain before. Weird. The exact angle, right? I'm like, I don't get it. Boom, right back to the blackness. And everybody's at the table. We just had a talk and I didn't pay attention. Maybe I should have paid attention to the guy talking to me. Like, since you've been gone, this is what we've been doing.
You're like daydreaming?
I was just looking at everybody because Thomas is taking over. I don't want him to know that regular guy's here. And I'm like, am I walking above a fucking village? What year is this? How are these people not seeing me? Yeah. Am I fucking floating? Am I dead? Like, what the fuck is happening? And then over here, I spaced out, didn't listen to what he had to say at all.
Jesus Christ.
I was just looking and like,
yeah, amazement.
Fuck. I was like, my chest, I felt like my chest was shaking, but there was no chest to touch. It makes sense?
Yeah.
And no matter what, I can still do this and feel that my body was moving on the bed. Isn't that crazy? I can still do this and know that my body was on the bed. I can feel the sheets.
Whoa. But you're still present in that trip moment.
I'm not even close to being done. We go back to the blackness. I see Rosie and I go, let's go back. Same thing happens. I feel like I plop on my bed. Fuck you guys. All right, let's just say that. Fuck you guys, okay? First of all, fuck you guys. I'm not crazy. Just what happened. I'm talking to Rosie. I like not wake her up. I'm like, Rosie. Okay. I put a phone light on because I put my phone on. I turn it off. Yeah. No, do not want that in there. I turn the phone light on because I don't want to put the lights on and fuck our shit up. And I turned it on and she's just pouring sweat, black ass eyes. I'm like, Rosie, all right. So I start explaining to her what happened. And then I'm like, so what happened to you? She's like, I don't know. She starts talking about this trip where she was talking to something and she goes, and then you were there. And I started talking to this big guy with red hair and he hugged me. And I go, stop. What did you say? I'm on my bed. Me and Rosie are in our room and Poppy Hills and Merced go, what was he wearing? She got like a fucking armor. I'm like, I almost fucking cried. Like, what did you just say to me? And I go, were we sitting? She's like in the blackness. I go, Rosie, shut the fuck up, Rosie. And I started talking to her. I'm like, Rosie, are you saying when I was talking to you, you could hear me when I was talking to those guys up there? And she goes, I don't know. It was a guy in red. And she's like, oh. She started being like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like, I wanted to like, I don't want these. I don't want this. I don't like this. I don't want to be here no more. If I could be sober, I'll be sober. I don't want to I don't want to be around this. It fucks me up. It scared me. Like, what did you say? And like 20 minutes of talking about it, I'm like, Rosie, do you think that's and we're like, is this real? Or did you just think? And I go, do you remember the dad from Grounded for Life? She's like, just like the dad with the short hair. I go, shut the fuck up. She doesn't remember what the dark hair guy looked like either. But from the shape of him, he looked like the guy from The Mummy Part 1 with the long hair that helps Brendan Fraser. Okay. That's what he looked like, his shape. Jake Wolf. Shorter hair Jake Wolf. That outline.
Yeah.
So guys, remember, we're like probably 4 or 5 hours into this. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I tell Rosie, like, hey, let's see if we could, think about the same thing. Because me and Rosie used to start dating. Me and Rosie started dating. I tell you guys, I have lucid dreams. Very, very vivid. I can change things. I can do whatever I want. I can jump over a building. It's fucking awesome. It's like having an unlimited video game in my sleep. I would love to fall asleep as a kid, but I was insomniac, so I never got to. Me and Rosie started dating. We would start going, where do you want to go? That's one thing. I asked Rosie and Marty, like, where do you want to go tonight? And we would be like, what if we're like, in a cartoon, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, start thinking about that. And we try to fall asleep. Because one time we had the same dream because we were talking about something. I go, is this real? Or did we just happen to think about that? We did it every day for like 2 years. And one time at work, you were in a cartoon too? Or whatever it was. So we used to say, like, where do you want to go tonight? Me and Rosie used to say that a lot. So when this happened, I'm like, did we just
sync up
trips? I don't know. So like 20 minutes after talking about it, she's telling me about, I'm like, let's lay back down. You do your thing. And I'm like, I am fucked up. I'm me on mushrooms. You guys see me on mushrooms right here, right? 2 grams. Imagine 7 in the pitch black. I am a different person. My eyes are gone. I'm just thinking about the earth. I'm not here. I'm not me. It's weird. Mm-hmm. But night's not over, guys. I know it's a long story. I'm very sorry. We go back. I lay down. As I lay down, this is where it got fucking weird. As we lay down, Rosie starts thinking about something. I'm like, all right, Rosie, I'm going to just start doing my thing. And I don't know what it is, guys. Like deep, 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 slow breathing. I felt like I had a key to going back. That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
But this time was not good. I was like, you know those movies where like a demon entity is coming to a town and it's just a fucking camera going over the landscape until it gets to a town? That was my vision. I'm going over this fucking dirt desert landscape fast as fuck. And I don't know where I'm at. And all of a sudden I'm over this fucking village and I see a bunch, I think I'm in Africa or Ethiopia. There's a bunch of little tiny black kids all dying, bro. Like on the ground dying. Like in a nursery. Like all skinny as fuck, like the shit you see on TV. Mm-hmm. And I remember I'm like in a room looking at all these babies in beds and they're all like, I could see them all sucked up and I just like start crying. I remember I'm like, what the fuck? And I can't leave. Can't leave. And all of a sudden I can feel like a tear in real life. Mm-hmm. Like hit my ear. You know when a tear gets in your ear? As a kid, you're all pissed and you're just crying on your back. It went in my ear and it kind of like, oh! And I was in my room. Like it like snapped me out of my shit because I went, oh! It sounds fucking stupid, but I remember I'm looking, I'm like, where am I? Like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't want to see this. I just remember thinking like, I don't want this. And like all these little babies they were bald kids and they were all so skinny with like little bloated, like little stomachs. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see those sad ass pictures of babies like dying of starvation, that's what it looked like to me. And I'm sitting there and I start telling Rosie, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm all fucking sad. I'm all distraught. I'm like fucked up. I'm tripping balls in pitch black, telling her what I just saw. I'm all fucked up. I'm all sad. And we're just talking about it. I'm just like talking about shit we're doing now. I'm like, one day we're going to get rich enough. We're going to help. And I'm like all fucking sad and shit. And me and Rosie are sitting there. And I put music on for the first time in these trips. I just put a boom. Dark Side of the Moon, just put it on, like, just leave it. Just let it go. And just started playing it softly on the phone on the other side of the room so it wouldn't be too loud. And I could see Rosie from, like, a moonlight through the blinds, right? So I could see, like, enough to where I can make out her eye. I could see her nose shape. And I'm looking at Rosie, and I'm just tripping, letting, like, the... If you ever take 7 grams, it's very intense. Anyway, I'm all sad as shit. All the shit I just saw fucked me up. I don't know where I was, but it was like those movies where I could sit in the landscape. And all of a sudden, I was just in this town in a fucking building. Anyway, man, I hope the government's not mad at me for talking about this shit. I'm just talking about a mushroom trip, guys. I ain't trying to change the world. Please leave me alone. That's why I don't want to talk about it that much. But
Trip report.
Yeah, I'm just tripping balls. All right, that's what the story's called. I trip balls.
But I mean, it's like people don't know. Like, is there a little dimension you're able to tap into?
I don't even want to know or talk about it openly. And if I do, you'll never hear about it because I don't want to get shot by the government. Mm-hmm. All right. Remember that. Me and Rosie say that a lot when in the car. We don't care. We're just talking out loud here because my phone, I've heard. Let's just get on. Let's just get on with it. Anyway. Me and Rosie, remember, I'm just staring at her. I can make out the shape of her face. And out of nowhere, this is when me and Rosie first started dating. And when me and Rosie first started dating, it was random, but like random bitches would like try to hit me up. And Rosie knows better. Dude, it's a fucking sport to me telling bitches to eat a dick. Not literally eat a dick. Telling bitches to get the fuck out of here. Don't talk to me. It's a sport. Because when I do, I'm very polite. And I let them know the situation. And when they like, well, it doesn't have to be, like, she doesn't have to. And I'm like, oh, bitch. Ooh. Oh, bitch. I'm about to let you have it, bitch. And sometimes it's gotten weird. So that was, when that first started happening, I know it was on Rosie's head and it was pissed her off. But she knows my power. You respond. I don't give a fuck. You know what I do. I'm open book here. I don't have a lock on my phone here. Yeah. So she knows that, but I know it was on her mind. And we're listening to the song, and I don't know why I hear Rosie say, like, is that girl? I hear saying something about the girl that hit me up all weird. I blocked the bitch. I hear it, but I don't hear it. It's like I can see the word come out of her head. Does that make sense? This is 30 minutes after the fucking sad baby shit. And I'm all fucked up. I'm just staring at her, and I'm just looking at her like, yo, this is insane. I can't believe this is happening to me right now. And I tell her, like, she's not going to talk to me. I'm not talking to her. And she goes, what? I heard you. She goes, I didn't say anything. I go, the fuck did you just say? And I had to think, did I hear it? And I just laid there like, all right, fuck. So I'm just laying there on my side, just like, just tripping. Like, in the dark, whatever you think, it's like your eyes are projectors. There's nothing to trip out on. So you're only tripping on your thoughts. And I'm looking at Rosie, and I hear her talk about it again. But this time it's not words that I see flow out of her head. It's like this feeling. And it's like I can hear it in my head. Is that, I don't know if that
like
makes sense.
Like an intention almost.
Yeah, like an intention. I can hear, but I know what it said. Does that make sense to you?
You could like hear how she was feeling.
Yeah, but I can know what the words she was saying. Like I can hear. It's like I can hear her voice, but there was nothing to say. See, this is what I don't want to talk about. It's just weird as fuck. And I told her again, I'm like, Rosie, I fucking heard. She's like, Thomas, I didn't say shit. And I'm thinking, am I tripping because it's dark and I didn't see her mouth move? Or is she tripping thinking she's only talking inside and she's really talking outside and I just can't see her mouth move? God. So I go, and I'm staring at her. I'm like, is she making me feel crazy right now? And I go, Rosie, think of a number. This is in our bedroom. I'm on the left side. She's on the right side. I remember everything. Bathroom right there. My fucking hamper was right there. I remember all this shit. And it's like I can hear Rosie speak without her talking. 5 times in a row, Marty, I told you this part. 5 in a row, guys. I told her to do 2 numbers back to back. I called them at the same time. I go, at the count of 3, say a number. 7, 12, 14. And we both looked at each other like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm looking at her like, Rosie, whether or not I just guessed, how is this happening? 2 colors in a row. 5 things back to back. I'm like, think of something. I went, blue. She just looked at me. I'm like, no, do it again. Brown, same time. We both looked at each other like, let's not trip out anymore. And we didn't eat mushrooms for 5 years. It scared us both so bad. I didn't know what that was. I could see and hear everything she was saying without her speaking. I know it sounds crazy, but like, you're high. Maybe you should put that joint down. Shut the fuck up. I'm only talking about what the fuck happened, okay? Marty, what are we at? Like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Good. 50. That's what happened. Scared me. We didn't tell anybody. Me and Rosie sat there the whole rest of the night. I held her hand. She held my hand. And I didn't do no blast off shit. I just sat there and waited for the mushrooms to go away. I was so fucking scared. I was nervous as hell. I looked at Rosie. She looked at me like, do you want to talk about this right now? I'm like, we didn't say anything. We had the mutual like, no, I don't want to talk about this right now. Sun came up. I ordered a breakfast burrito somewhere. I ate it and threw up some of it because the mushrooms make me feel sick. I smoked so much weed. And then I fell asleep around 10 o'clock.
What does so much weed mean in that instance?
Like a half zip. Me and Rose just rolled up giant joints and just started going to town, trying to go to sleep. And then we woke up in the midday. We both fell asleep on the couch. I remember all this. Woke up and we talked about it. And I just want to reassure that what she said I heard and what I heard she said.
I don't think this sounds that crazy because they talk about people going to the jungle doing ayahuasca ceremonies and tapping into the same primal jungle shit. Like
that shit fucked me up.
I don't know enough to even speak on it, but it doesn't seem that insane.
Every time
it does.
Every time you trip, I go, I've tripped before. And like, no. That's what I meant, guys. That's when I always say, some other crazy shit happened, just tripping balls. But that's pretty much the end of the night. That's how I sealed up magic mushrooms in season 1 of Storytime. That's the same story. But I only told you just 5% of it.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel like I'm insane. I tell people I can hear what the fuck she was saying without her saying it makes me feel like I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It makes me feel like, all right, this ain't heroes, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, no, that didn't happen. And that's what I said to myself for a long time. Like, that did not happen. But I know it happened.
Do you have any sort of takeaway now, like years later?
I don't want to get back. I don't want to do it again. That's why I haven't. Guys, that's the last time I took big mushrooms. I don't take over like a gram or two now. Because I don't have that time yet. So
it sounds like the only part of it that was kind of enjoyable, where you're kind of looking around like, oh, this is cool. There was a little bit of that, right? But just like
it was great.
10% of it.
If it didn't scare me, it scared me because it was so real and I know what I saw, and I've seen movies and I thought they were just movies. I know what the fuck happened. I could see Rosie's words. Does that make sense? It doesn't. There's no term for that. So it fucked me up thinking like, am I on some X-Men shit? I don't want it. I don't want this.
That's kind of like how I really like to think about life, though. Like how people like buy into a religion. I like to think that, first of all, I like to think that there's no way you can understand. That's one of the rules. Like it's meant for you not to be able to actually understand what's going on. You got to accept that off top. And then, you know, like I like to think that I opted in on some level, on some soul level. Like I opted in to come down and have this life. And, you know, at some point, I'm going to kind of return to where I originally started from.
I know, but I don't like the government being mad at me. I don't want to talk about things that they don't want other people to talk about. I'll just keep that shit to myself.
We're just talking about the plot of Avatar. I mean,
thank you, Steven Spielberg. Yeah. We're talking about Avatar, guys.
Most viewed movie of all time, right?
You know what? Fuck it. We're talking about Matrix. Yeah. It scared me. Yeah. And guys, all I'm going to say is I was on mushrooms. So government, leave it at that. I was on fucking mushrooms. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to explore again. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
It's a disclaimer not to do this shit. Yeah.
No, dude. I don't have that time. Right. I don't have that time anymore. That's really it. I don't have the time to contemplate 3 days of my life. Because that shit fucked me up. For days, I was sitting there just, what did I just experience? Me and Rosie both. For, like I said, a year and a half, we finally told 2 of our friends. Because they are super into DMT, blah, blah, blah. And he started telling me about fourth dimension beings and blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is this fool talking about, man? So I don't want to get too into it. If you guys study that shit, super cool. I am busy. If this is the Matrix, I'm taking whatever pill makes you go back to work. Okay? All right, government. Don't unplug me. I'm fucking working. I'm trying to make my shit cool. Try to make this Avatar meta level really very cool. Okay? So leave me the fuck alone. Don't give me the poor part and then take away the cool part when I'm not poor. You fucking assholes. Just let me live my life. Let me do my thing. Just want to buy a house and drink grape juice. All right, here we go. That was a very long story. I'm sorry, but I finally told it. I finally talked about it, and I never thought I would, honestly. But there's been so much shit in the news. I've been seeing so many videos, so many movies about this kind of wild shit that I feel like I just didn't want people to be like, I'm not following this fool anymore. He is fucking crazy. But it was a mushroom trip, so maybe I was just tripping. Who gives a fuck? Okay, another weird part. So, let's get on to this, guys. I have a very good memory. We've talked about it extensively for years. In story time, my memory is fucking bomb. I didn't know your brain can do shit without you telling it. I didn't realize that your brain will do stuff to make sure you don't go crazy or remember fucked up shit. Didn't know that. So, great memory. About 2 years after my grandma Dolores died, I couldn't remember anything about her. Weird. I don't know what happened. Right? I was super close, just the closest person in my life, and maybe my brain did that so I wouldn't be so fucked up about it. Don't know what happened. Great memory. Super good. I've done story times about my Uncle John. A year later, couldn't remember how he talked for like a month. Couldn't remember the sound of his voice. My brain just does weird shit to me. I mean, I have chilled with that man for more than half my life. And I couldn't remember his voice for weeks. And then I couldn't remember me and my grandma, what we used to do in the day. It's like my brain just put shit out, so I'm not sad about it. I don't understand it, right? So I'm not going to get super into everything. But some shit happened in my family recently, right? Some bullshit happened. I'll talk about it when I talk about it. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Let's leave it at that. Some shit happened in my family, and my brother said something. My brother Martin's like, you don't remember? We talked about All right, separate event, right? And then you guys already know the story. My dad used to be on drugs. And I remember everything. I remember everything about my dad being on drugs. I thought. So for everyone out there that has these memories that you're like, what the fuck? I don't remember. You're not alone, all right? I didn't know that shit was real. My brother says, like, you don't remember having to find fucking dad at spots? I'm like, what are you talking about? You remember dragging him out of those houses? Like, oh. And then just like a movie, pages of fucking memories started coming back. I forgot about all that shit. Rose, he said it. I told Rosie, she goes, what do you mean you never told me that? I'm like, Rosie, I forgot. My brain, Peter Pan. I went out of Neverland is what happened. And all my memories went away because I became an adult. That's some Peter Pan shit. I forgot when my brother said, you don't remember having to chase dad down and find him? I forgot about these times, guys. I used to have to find my dad at meth houses I used to have to find his ass to try to bring his ass home. I forgot. All right. I did that for fucking years. I forgot about all the talks and all the times I'd have to try to talk his ass down, and he'd be shit-faced and on crank and fucking drunk. And my dad's super nice guy, super like emotional and sensitive and shit. So when he's all fucked up, like his emotions come out, and like it's not fun. It's sad, right? Some shit happened with my family, and then my brother brought that up, and I'm like, whoa, I forgot about that. So my memory it unlocked some shit this past weekend, and I remembered so much stuff, shitty stuff that I forgot about. I have that memory is on point, I thought. And yeah, I completely forgot about like that 5-year part of I forgot about that first 18 years of my life. Completely forgot about it. I remember going to that piece of shit Johnny's house looking for my dad. I remember all the times me telling that guy, Johnny, I hate you, stop doing drugs with my dad and shit. And he would still show up. Even though I see the look on his face like, fuck. Like he knew he was wrong. If like a 12-year-old is saying, please stop doing drugs with my dad, he knows he's wrong. I remember his face. And I saw him in the store. When I was older, I remember I just wanted to kill his ass. But he was sober. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, he's sober. But I remember all these pieces of shit friends my dad had, and remembering like having my mom drive me around to see if I could spot one of their cars so I could find out where my dad is because it's been a week. Shit like that. I forgot about all that shit. Completely forgot about it, guys. And it all just came back to me, all weird. It was so weird. And then my sister, we're at my dad's house, and my sister, I said something. She's like, what happened to your photographic memory, you fucking asshole? I go, fuck you, fool. I know what I'm talking about. My memory's great. She goes, oh, so you don't remember that? I go, no, what the fuck? And I just stopped. She's like, you had your own room? I go, bitch, I didn't have my fucking own room. The fuck are you talking about? She goes, dude, when we lived all night behind Rite Aid, you had your own room. I go, Shereen, no, and I stopped and went, wait. I remember when we moved in there, I was 13. My mom's all, he's a boy. He should not be in the same room as, a girl in high school. So my mom made my sister share her room with her. And she was like, I slept on the couch, blah, blah, blah. I forgot. I was like, Shereen, you're fucking, and it unlocked all these fucking memories about living at that house and all the bullshit that used to happen. I forgot about all of it. It's so weird. I forgot about years. And my sister said it. I go, what? And I flash back like all the memories. I searched the house. And I go, wait, there's only 3 doors, bathroom, 2 bedrooms. That means she's right. I forgot I had my own room one time. And I went, oh, that's why you hated me. Because I had my own fucking room. And she had to share a room with my mom because they were girls. I slept on the couch. Like, well, you had a bed with my mom, first off, you fucking bitch. I shared a bed with my mom for fucking 5 years of my life. So I get it. But it made me think like, oh, damn, Shereen, that sucks, man. You had to go through that because when I was 16 through 18, I slept on the couch because my Aunt Pepper and my Uncle John lived with my grandpa on 6th Street, and they were always arguing. So they were like, I don't know if they were going to get separated at the time. They made up. They were happy, right? Mm-hmm. Right? But my Uncle John took one room, my aunt took one room, and I just slept on the couch for like 2 years. And I remember thinking, this couch is so small, I can barely fit, and I'm just sleeping on this bitch for 2 years because you guys can't work out your marriage. And I felt like so played. And then when Shereen said that, I'm like, oh, you've been played too. So it's just all on me. Because this whole time, like, bitch, you never had to sleep on the couch for 2 years. Like, yo, yeah, you did. I forgot. Don't know how, but I did. Like my memory just erased that part. Anyway, I only brought that up because I thought my memory was so on point and I forgot about things. Huge chunks. So that's what I'm bringing back. All right. Yeah, my memory came back this weekend. It was weird as fuck. My memory of all the bad shit came back this weekend that I thought I knew all the bad shit.
And you never manually archived it away and stored.
I didn't fucking press archive on shit. It just happened.
That's
weird
not cool.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all the bad shit with my dad now. Like, wow, that's right. Weird. I forgot.
People might not really know that you went through all that shit you see kids go through on intervention.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I was in my dad's intervention twice. I forgot about all his Narcotics Anonymous meetings, all his heroin addicts next to me. I forgot completely. I don't know how, but my brain just erased it all until my brother said, "You don't remember dragging Dad out?" I go, "Fuck you!" Oh yeah. It's like when you watch a movie from when you were a kid, you go, "Oh my God, I remember this movie." And I went, "What the fuck?" Yes, I do remember that. Oh, I remember that motherfucker. Shit like that. Oof. Very odd, very weird. But let's move on to some positivity real quick. Currently, in this other room, my little brother Rocco is setting up my PC for Twitch.
So
got everything set up, got the gaming desk, got the monitors, got the fucking camera, got my other camera coming, got the lights, got everything. He's doing Streamlabs, doing all my shit, all my downloading, all my games, everything right now. The reason I bring up Rocco, if you've been on Ripndip lately, all right, so check this out. From 11, my little brother told me about this brand called Ripndip. And whether you like the brand or not, suck my dick, I don't give a fuck. My little brother loves it, right? He loves it. He loves it. I buy it since 11, right? He's about to turn 18. Since 11 or 12.
All over his room.
His whole room. Ripndip stickers, Ripndip. He just loves the brand. He likes it. He's a little kid. He loved it.
His light switch.
Yeah, light switch, everything. His posters, his clothes, his drawings that he draws. All Ripndip influence stuff. Since he was a kid, he just loves the brand. So now he's 18. Shout out to Ratchet Man. I told Ratchet Man, I want to go buy my brother some shit on Fairfax. Ratchet Man knows the owner. So we go in there, and the owner's there, greets us like, "Yo, pick out some shit." So I buy my brother stuff, and he gives me a huge-ass discount. I wasn't trying to get a discount. I just wanted to get my brother some stuff and go, "Hey, Ripndip saying, come in." I wanted to film it for the $10,000 shopping spree that day.
Yeah.
And my brother, I told him when he was like 15, I'm like, "You're going to be a fucking model, bro. You look so cool, and you're a cool motherfucker. You can do this. You look cool." That's why he, on Push Trees, that tall kid with the curly hair, that's my brother. He's our model, right? So after we left that day for a $10,000 shopping spree, I posted my brother because we were taking pictures, and the owner of Ripndip hit up Ratchet Man. I was like, "Yo, who's that guy you brought in? The tall, skinny kid? Would he shoot some pictures for me?" So my brother on the 420 drop, that was him. All the 420 pictures, that was my little brother for Ripndip.
Just irony.
Just randomly, right? Just happened to be the 420 drop. Wasn't on purpose. So 2 weeks ago, my brother did like the catalog shot, and all the shit came out. So if you're on Ripndip and you click the shirts, that's my brother. It's very cool. The picture, the videos they posted, and the montages had my brother looking all sick in the overalls, and like, it was just very cool, man. That motherfucker graduates in like 2 weeks. He turns 18 in 3 weeks, and he's gonna move down here. So that was very cool. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Let's go.
Pretty fucking awesome. Okay, you ready? What's up, guys? Just taking a minute to talk about our sponsor for the year, and this is Miller Lite. And I've said it many times, you guys already know, drinking Miller Lite reminds me of summer nights, nighttimes chilling with Michael John, just having fun. For those of you at work or at school right now, I'm very sorry, but remember that feeling of just being outside, it's kind of hot and the breeze hits you and you're drinking a beer? That is the nostalgia that I like to feel. That's summer nights to me, and I can taste the Miller Lite. So right now, if you go to www.millerlite.com/Yola, that's going to bring you to a landing page, and that's going to show you every single place in your area that delivers beer to your house. Or if you don't want to go to millerlite.com, just go to any store on earth that sells beer. We say it every time, guys, 96 calories, 3.2 grams of carbs for every 12-ounce beer. As always, guys, celebrate responsibly from the Miller Brewing Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Miller Lite is the light beer for people that like beer that taste like beer. Once again, before we get out of here, go to millerlite.com/Yola. That's going to bring you to the landing page. Shows you all the places that deliver beer. Like I said, if not, go to any store. Go to any single store and pick up a case. So for Marty and I at the Dope as Usual podcast, thank you so much for watching. It's Miller time. Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to take this quick moment to talk about one of our sponsors, and this is SeatGeek. If you haven't heard about SeatGeek, let me break it down really quick. This is a ticketing app. You can go there and buy the lowest price tickets for the events that you want to see. Anything from UFC to baseball to football to your favorite concert. And also, it's the best price on the internet. It's as easy as that. Go right now to the App Store, download SeatGeek. That app, go type in Dope as Usual on the checkout. Anything you buy, any concert, doesn't matter what sport it is, doesn't matter what day it is, use our code Dope as Usual and you get $20 off any ticket. If you watch the Dope as Yola channel, you saw the vlog where Rosie and I were in Vegas, we're in Santa Cruz, we're in San Francisco. We started off that vlog at the Raiders game. How do you think we got those tickets? And how do you think we got those tickets as we're pulling up? We got on SeatGeek, we got them, and we got great seats. If you watched our video, you know where we sat. We got those very cheap. So just go on the app, find your seat, find your ticket. The green dot means this is a great deal. This is for you. You get to pick and adjust your price. Anything, any event, anytime. So once again, guys, use code Dope as Usual at checkout. Just go to the App Store, download SeatGeek. Once you're in there, use our code. You get $20 off of any single ticket you buy. As always, thank you for supporting the brands that support us. Back to the episode. All right, on to my next subject, bringing back this segment of What's Good. I've found some cool-ass motherfucking news. If you don't know what the section of What's Good, this is season 1, and not a lot of cool shit's been happening lately. It's all bad. So that's why What's Good hasn't been here that often, but we brought it back. I found some very, very, very awesome shit. Let's get started. Guys, if you watch The Office like I do, you know what Scott's Tots episode is. Michael Scott went to a 3rd grade school and said, I'm going to pay for all your college tuition because he thought he'd be a millionaire by that time because he has time for them to grow up and he gets to make money. Then he goes the day of graduation to tell them that he can't do it. It breaks all their hearts, right? In the most comedic way possible. Marty, by the way.
I love that.
All right. So, real life Scott's Tots, but in a good way. Marty, can you go to the notes real quick? Are you ready for what the fuck just happened? Otis College of Art and Design. Okay? This man named Evan Spiegel. He's the co-founder of Snapchat and went to that college. He's an alumni of that school. He's giving a fucking speech at the graduation of this college, Marty. He's giving a speech about how he went to the school. And at the end, he goes, by the way, I'm making the single largest donation and paying everyone's tuition off. Everyone's student loans, everything of the whole graduating class. Are you fucking kidding me? What a badass.
Damn. That's amazing. That's going to be so much money.
Nothing to him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But to these students that went, all right, I graduate, I got to start paying this loan off.
That's everything. You're not digging out of a hole for 15 years.
Just changed their whole life. Oh, man, when I saw, I couldn't fucking, it makes me want to use Snapchat. Stop deleting me Snapchat, but it makes me want to use Snapchat more.
Yeah.
Because it's just that. How fucking epic. Like,
I'm surprised I didn't hear about that. It's fucked up. You don't hear
about it because you have to find out other news sources because they don't want you to know the good stuff. But that happened, all right? Shout out to the motherfucker. What's his name? Evan Spiegel. Shout out to you, all right? I put that link in there, Marty, because if you want, you can check it out. It's just all these fucking people going nuts.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, they're going nuts, dude.
I can't imagine because, I mean, it's like, I'm still paying my fucking shit off from 04, 05. Just, I'm not even touching the fucking principal. Sorry, bitch. Just pay it the rest of your life. Even though you didn't get a degree or nothing.
So bad, dude. It's so bad. But yeah, how epic is that? So that's the first step of what's good. I just wanted to include that because it's too fucking cool. This next part's a little more wild, but wow. So, Marty, have you heard of SIDS?
Yeah.
For kids, right?
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Sudden infant death syndrome. It's really sad. It's when the kid just doesn't breathe and you wake up and to get your child from the crib and they're dead. It's fucking horrible, right? The worst thing, and they don't know why. It just happens. Under 2 years old, they're susceptible to that shit. I don't know why it happens. They don't understand. It's been happening since Earth started. It just happens. Still happens to this day. Probably happened today. It's that bad. Mm-hmm. It's not super common, but it's enough to where people, I know what SIDS is. Mm-hmm. So these scientists, Marty, have found out the reason behind SIDS and are currently working on something to fix it.
You are a research motherfucker, man. God damn.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Certain babies have a lower enzyme production. There's an enzyme in your body that wakes you up when you're not breathing. That's why you can live when you sleep and you wake up. People with sleep apnea don't breathe, but they start breathing again because the enzyme in their body tells them, yo, You have no fucking air. Open your eyes. Wake the fuck up. That's the enzyme. Some kids are born with low levels of it, and that's it.
Wow.
Their body doesn't tell them to wake up because that enzyme's not producing fast enough. So when they stop breathing in their sleep, they just don't start breathing again. That's it. It's nothing crazy. It's not the parents' fault. All these people think they're bad parents. Like, your kid, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. You know, how many people did it have to happen to where they go, is this a thing? You know what I mean? Like, kids are dying for nothing. So SIDS.
And there's no explanation?
No explanation until 2022 May. So they found it. The doctors are now working on an enzyme that you could test your baby to see if he or she has a low enough level that you should be scared. And if so, they can give him something to keep it high. That's it. Isn't that fucking fascinating?
That's terrifying.
It's
That's
the
real
scariest shit you could ever imagine. Like, hey, we're good. Everything's right. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Dead. Pissed. Heated. Oh, you can't blame nobody. You just have to deal with it. Yeah. So, shout out to these motherfucking scientists out here literally saving lives.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Thanks, Mr. Scientist. I want you to mop the rest of this shit up. I know it ain't your job. Yeah, so there it is. And if you guys think I'm talking about dead baby mopping, no, it's a half-baked reference, all right? In case you're like, that was offensive, then fuck you. It's half-baked.
We got to get a couple Chappelles in for this fucking episode. Yeah.
Every episode, every solo episode. This solo has felt so unfunny and serious.
It's been intense.
Yeah, I feel like it's just not fun or funny, and it's just serious.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's intense is okay.
Okay.
I mean, this is real shit.
Okay.
People appreciate you putting yourself out there.
Let's switch it up then.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this real quick.
Okay.
From the dopest shop we talked about in the last episode. Guys, you guys know we get deleted and all that stuff. I get deleted off Instagram all the time, blah, blah, blah. Even if we keep getting deleted, what a win. John, Claudio, and I just did an interview about the dopest. It was mainly about how I started everything and then how we started Dopest Shop and where it is today. Because we're only 5 months in and we're crushing it, right? So we did an interview.
A light interview.
It's a light interview. And who did we do that interview with? Forbes motherfucking magazine. This face, high, with smoke around it, is going to be in Forbes magazine, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah. Now that's fucking. Our lights are called DMX.
That's a term in lighting.
Wow,
yeah, it's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I just looked up. I'm like, DMX.
Oh man, I'm slipping not having them on the board.
Why don't you put like a marker, ride or die on the back?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of hard. Okay, sorry. Back to what I was saying. Fucking Forbes. All right. And when they ask, one of the things they go, hey, you can edit this, right? I can just talk normal. He goes, don't worry, man. I go, oh, by the way, the guy writing the thing watches our videos. He goes, you taught me how to, what did he say? You did that was the photographer. He goes, you taught me how to dab in quarantine. I met a photographer I was filming with for something. He goes, how to dab? How to take a dab? So you taught me how to take a dab during quarantine. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, nice. But the dude for Forbes like, oh yeah, I've seen your review. You did a review for my friend. Turns out we have a mutual friend. And then he goes, you're the guy with the 40-gram joint, huh? I go, yeah. He goes, I saw that video. I saw this guy just smoking a ridiculous amount of weed. Like years ago. I'm like, yeah, it was like fucking 4 years ago. Anyway, I thought that was very cool that the fucking guy writing the article was already hyped. And
hell yeah.
We started off with like, I used to just sell a lot of packs. That's how I started off the article. Yeah, I used to sell a lot of packs. And I just kept thinking, I can't believe I'm doing a Forbes interview right now.
Did he understand? Was he like, did you have a Amazon e-commerce?
No, he's in the weed.
Store?
He's heavily into the weed scene.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I thought that was fucking crazy. We just did the interview for Forbes. It should be coming out in June.
Taking this shit pretty far right now. We're just kicking off.
Insane. Ooh, that's that tropical. That's a tropical sunrise. I can taste it. Yeah. So I just want to throw that out there. Fucking Forbes magazine.
It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm still getting deleted. And that Forbes is out here like, can we do an interview with you? And that Instagram's like, fuck you and your smile pictures.
And I want to acknowledge that you didn't go and try to. My advice was put Instagram on fucking blast in that article, and you didn't. I don't think.
No, I didn't.
You could have.
I could have.
But you weren't a whiny little baby about it like I would have been.
They could just, at this point, I'm like, you know what, Instagram? Fuck you. I don't give a shit. Twitter likes me.
Uh-huh.
I'll stay Instagram. I hit 10K today for the 41st time. Wait. For the 410th time. Does that make sense? No. 41st. Wow. My math is just so dumb. I was doing it as hundreds. Uh-huh. I'm cool. Drug math. Uh-huh. I'm only doing followers. If I had said packs, I would have had it on the dot. Yeah. Fucking asshole. So yeah, Forbes interview, fucking new Instagram, just at 10K because I just got deleted again. Thanks. All right, on to something fucking hilarious. All right, let's start off with something not too hilarious. There's some tweakers in Merced. You guys know that shit. My grandma lives, we talked about this. My grandma lives in the country. Remember that I stole my grandma's car, drove up in the country, drove down the road, or running from the cops. We had to run down the road, and the fucking cop put the gun in my fucking mouth. Not really my mouth, but in my fucking face. That house in the cuts of Merced. So if you're in Merced and you smelled smoke the other day, it was my grandma's. These fucking tweakers that are like 2 acres out, they're tweaking. We know they're tweakers. They've been tweakers since my dad was a little kid. Their kids are tweakers, and their kids are tweakers. Your children's children. I just watched Hook the other day. Sorry. And your children's children will be hooked on meth. And their children's children. I fucking hate it.
A whole new hooked.
Oh, Marty.
Fuck.
You motherfucker.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hooked. And he's just like this. With a pookie. The mustache. Oh, we gotta stop.
Fuck. First Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, first Freddy Krueger. Now it's Captain Hooked. We're on to something here, okay? Sorry, we're on to something. Back to the horribleness. These fucking tweakers set a fire in the field because they were bonfire or something, and it caught the whole field on fire. What's next to that field? My grandma's field. It caught my grandma's entire property on fire. All of the field, all of the other field, the front of my grandma's house. My grandma is in the country, so there's a propane tank outside that leads the gas lines into the house. It was 8 feet from the propane tank when the firefighters got there and stopped it. My Uncle Carlos had just cut the grass a couple days before. And if he didn't, it would have caught the whole house. All gone. My grandma's house. Exploded too. The fucking gas line went straight to the house. Would have fucking killed whoever was in the fucking living room and the kitchen. And the fire department got there, stopped it all. Everything. Crazy. My grandpa's lived there for like 50 years. And his whole life work almost went up in flames, right? Which is insane to me. I was like, I got a picture of my cousin. Go, what? Grandma's fucking house? I was tripping, man. I grew up there. I'm like, oh my God, at least it saved the house. Everything's fine. Just the burnt fields. Totally cool. They don't grow shit. Cool. You guys have heard stories of my grandpa Greg. My grandpa, my Mexicans, my dad's dad, my grandpa Greg is an evil man. Not anymore. He takes antipsychotic medicine now to not be full of rage. Mm-hmm. This is a real statement. He's a madman. I'm not going to get into it. He's a madman. You guys have heard. My grandpa's not a great person. Cool guy now. Not a great person.
From the jungle.
They're going from the jungle. You got kicked out at 5 or 4. He's going to be stern.
Yeah.
So, my grandma, I'm not going to go too into it. My grandpa is, typical old school Mexican. Don't talk or I'll punch you in the face.
How old is he? Like
my grandpa 70? Is 89. My grandma's 66.
So that means he was born in
He was 30. She was 14 when they got married.
If you're 89, you were born like...
He was born in 1931.
That seems so long ago.
33, sorry. 1933, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Long story. It was the 60s, 50s, whatever it was. My grandma got taken, right? Now we're here, but I'm a product of evil. I know I am. Very sorry. And long story short, my grandpa has ruled my grandma's life since she was a kid till now. She's been a mom since 15.
Did your grandma have family in California?
No.
At all? She was just a girl in Mexico.
Long story. I don't know if we'll get literally demonetized and age restricted for it, so I won't tell that story yet. Horrible shit. My grandpa's basically had my grandma like this since she was 14, right? So my grandpa is a tough man, works his ass off. He's nice now. He's a reasonable person in the past 15 years now, right? He's a monster. But about 4 months ago, my grandpa passed out in the driveway and I had like a mini stroke. My grandpa's lifting hay bales at 88, throwing them in his truck, doing shit. Like my grandpa, he always says, if you stop working, you die. That's why when he retired, he just started working on his properties. Mm-hmm. He retired at 80. He don't give a fuck. He's just working. So my grandma is now holding the steering wheel. My grandpa's kind of feeble. So in my head, I like to imagine her going, hey, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. It just, I know it's mean, but I just want like that, the color purple. Like I got the razor now, motherfucker.
Some Handmaid's Tale shit.
Some shit, right? That's how I think of it. Yeah. My grandpa's a nice guy now. And I wouldn't be like, yeah, get him. I wouldn't do that. But if she did, I'd be like, I understand why you did what you did. My grandma didn't do nothing to him. She's not beating his ass or nothing. No, hell no. But I'm saying that fire happened. I gave you the backstory of my grandma and grandpa. That fire happened. I've been planning with him because my grandma's going on her first vacation in her life. She's only been to Mexico and back. Mm-hmm. Acapulco, where she's from. My grandma's going to Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Rome, Argentina, and 2 other countries. My grandma, and she told me, I'm like, how much you get this for, grandma? And me and my sister called after we left our house, like, make sure this place is real. They're gonna fucking kidnap grandma and grandpa. Like, this is too cheap. No, they're gonna be like organ harvesters and shit. No, hell no. We gotta make sure who the fuck is. I was legitimately concerned. 4 bands, a person to go across the world. Grandma.
Not a lot.
Grandma. I'm like, don't trust them. That's how I felt. We did the research. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Anyway, I picked them up from the train station down here, got him a hotel in LA. I passed her by the fucking billboard, which is insane. My grandma saw it and was like, oh, wow. She didn't, like, it was weird. And I'm brown, so that's a crazy ass thing to say. Like, my grandma was cool. She was like, wow, good job. I was like, what?
She could have been mortified.
I know, but I went, grandma, look, it's legal. And she goes, oh, my grandpa. Oh, nice. He didn't see shit. He couldn't see. He didn't have glasses on. Goes, oh, nice. I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. And anyway, I take them to their plane. Done. Ready? This is why I brought all of this up. God, I tell stories so long. My grandpa, come here, motherfucker. Her whole life, right? My grandpa 2 months ago, falls down. Now he's like, help me. Help me get in the car. You drive, because I can't see that well. He's starting to forget shit. He's starting to repeat himself because he has a vein blockage in his neck and his brain. And they said, we can fix this with surgery. And he goes, no, I'll fix it myself. He's just been eating healthier and working like it's going to fix a vein in his brain. That's how stubborn he is. Mm-hmm. They can fix this. It's a blockage. He's not getting enough oxygen to his brain. That's what it's going on. That's why he passed out. And they're like, we can fix this. Nope. And he left. So now he's like struggling. And my grandma's holding the steering wheel now. And I can see my grandma's like happier. It's fucked up. My grandma's not a young lady. She's not fucking 40 and doing this. She's like still acting like that around my grandpa at like 60, 70. It's fucked up.
Crazy.
But this past couple months, when she said they're going on a trip, I go, that's because grandpa can't say shit. Whoa. They've never been on vacation. You're leaving where? Yeah, right. And my grandma goes, no, we're going Italia and all this. I go, are you really fucking going to another country, grandma? He's letting you? That's how I thought. Like, he's letting you? That's how my whole family is. Yeah. All my uncles and shit still like hide their drinks if my grandpa comes to a party. They're grown men. My Uncle Jaime hides his beer when he had it and put it behind his arm.
No shit.
My grandpa don't drink or smoke. Thinks you're a loser if you're not working 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's why we all have a good work ethic, though. All of us work our ass off. Anyway, I pick up my grandpa. Guys, I'm sorry, it's a long story, but I feel like I pick up my grandpa, put the car. He's like, "It's your car?" My grandpa's all like, "Wow." I'm like, "Yeah, you're always telling me I need to work hard, motherfucker. I am working. Fuck you." But he never seen my car. He's like, "This is your car?" I'm like, "Yeah, grandpa." Like, wow. I'm like, "Yeah, get in the car, motherfucker." Yeah, grandpa. I was like, yeah, there's a win for me. Fuck you. But I like my grandpa. He's just growing up monster.
Yeah.
Now, very cool, chill. Very cool guy. He's chill now. We get in the car. Remember, my grandma's all upbeat, 25 years younger than this motherfucker and shit. My grandma's like, we're going to fucking Germany. She's all hyped up. My grandma's German and Portuguese, raised in Acapulco. She's not Mexican. That's why I'm very white and German. My grandpa's from the jungle.
Yeah.
That's where I get this part. It offset. It's very odd. But my grandma's from Acapulco. She's going to Germany. She's like, wow, all my grandma's brothers are like 6'5", 6'6". That's why all my uncle. I'm the shortest person in my family, by the way, guys. Only one not over 6 foot. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. I'll fucking beat everybody up though. So I always say, yeah, you guys taller than me? Tolerance. I do more drugs than you, and I'll fight all of you. But not for real. I'm not being a dick. I'm just like in my head, like, yeah, you taller? I'll fight you though. I'll win, motherfucker. Anyway, my grandma and grandpa get in the car. I put the car in. He's like, nice car. Yeah. Put it in before I leave the train station to take them to their hotel, right? My grandpa, in English. He speaks English, but doesn't do it all the time. He don't give a fuck. My grandma's behind me. Rosie's in the front. My grandpa's behind Rosie. And I can see in my rear view my grandpa. And he goes, you know. And he just starts off like that. I'm like, what do you got to say, Grandpa? You don't ever talk about, you don't make conversation. What the fuck you got to say? He goes, you know, Grandma thinks she's going to leave me on the other side of the world. That's why we're going on this trip. Little does she know, I'll be back before she's back, in perfect English. And my grandma just starts laughing. I'm like, Grandma, that was a fast laugh. Are you really going to leave him on the, did you tell him this in his dementia state? Like, I'm leaving you in Italy. I don't know what she did. I'm like thinking like, house burned down almost. Did you start that fire, Grandma, the day you're leaving to go, look, motherfucker, it could have all been gone. We're going on the trip. Like, I hope in my head my grandma's getting a couple points back.
Redemption. A
little bit. But when my grandpa said that, my grandma laughed. I was like, I did this to Rosie. And I can see her. I'm trying to stay forward because I don't want my grandma to see my side face. Like that. So we drive, then we go past the billboard. I get into their fucking hotel. I get them a baller ass hotel. They were like, what the fuck? I was just trying to make them like, yeah, Grandma, I got you. Grandpa gets out of the car. I get the luggage. And as he's getting the luggage, he goes, you know, your grandma's taking me on this trip because she thinks she's going to leave me on the, he repeats the same shit.
He's really thinking about it.
Yeah. Did he forget that he said it? Did he just want to reiterate to us that that's what he thinks? Because I was thinking, I told my sister, I go, before my grandma ever said this, I go, do you think Grandma's going to leave Grandpa to like just die in like the streets of Italy or something? Take his passport and just leave him?
All dementia out.
All dementia out? Like I would go like this. And I wouldn't say a word. Ooh. I wouldn't say a word. She deserves every piece of life that she gets to have now.
Damn.
I wouldn't say a word. It's like when you find one of the Auschwitz doctors and you see him, you're like, oh, they're beating his ass? I don't see shit, that old man. That's how I feel like. Oh,
fuck.
But that's the feeling I got like, I hope so, Grandma. I hope you leave his ass there for yourself. Not really, but like, if you did, I ain't going to say that he said that to me. I'm going to take that one to the grave. And I'm going to like, Grandma, I ain't going to say shit. So I get him to their room. There's a robot at the front. And you order food, it'll get on the robot and take you to your door. And my grandpa's like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, Rosie, you scored. Yeah, you're making my grandpa all impressed. Shit, fuck yeah, fuck him. Not for real, but I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And I get up to the room, and I'm like, this is a small room. And I open the door, it's a fucking apartment. It was just a little living room. Like, damn, oh, shit. And I'm sitting there. I come downstairs. I get him all this snack shit. I come up. I'm like, all right, Grandma, bye. And I'm like, all right, Grandpa. And I go to shake his hand. He goes, he gives me a hug. I'm like, what the fuck? And he sits down. I just sitting down. He goes, Tomas, you know, your grandma thinks she's going to leave me on the other side of the He's like, she thinks I'm not, I'm too weak right now, but little does she know, I'll be back before she's back. And he says it again to me, and my grandma goes, ha, 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 ha. And like the look on her face made me go, Grandma.
Yeah.
That laugh was ha, 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 ha. That's the laugh she gave. Went, I don't know what to believe. And I went, have a great trip. And I closed the door and left and told Rosie, because I'm like, if it happens, it fucking happens. I ain't going to say shit. But let you guys know out there, yes, I would let my grandpa's demise happen for my grandma, for sure. Just for some color purple payback. But that's what happened. Guys, I picked them up And that's what my grandpa said 3 fucking times.
It doesn't sound like he was like he was just really thinking about it. It wasn't like he was repeating himself. Man.
I think so.
She probably was shouting that shit at him.
My grandma, it's like walking on eggshells around my grandpa for the past 75 years. So, I don't know.
I get it.
It made me so happy inside to think like, I like to imagine my baby Jesus playing lead guitar for the Leonard Skinner band. Like some Talladega Nights. Like, I like to imagine my grandma's trip just pushing my grandpa off into the streets.
She put him on a little boat and just...
Yes. No lie. Dude, every day she was texting me, I was wondering, like, is she going to send me a picture of both of them? I didn't even see a picture of both of them.
Her with a different dude.
Honestly, dude, for the past couple of weeks, I've been like on edge a little bit, thinking like, dude, I really hope if this happens, my grandma does it smart. That's all I kept thinking. Like, I hope she doesn't get arrested over some weird shit. My grandma's great. I don't think she would do that, but if she did, I'd be right beside her.
Well, could you imagine harboring resentment for fucking
55 years
on that level? I mean,
my grandma and grandpa have a wedding picture in the living room since I was a kid. My grandma looks like she has a gun to her back. She's like this in her wedding picture.
That's
horrible. Fucking horrible. It's the picture that's been there since I was born. And
it's just a constant reminder.
My grandpa's as old as me looking and shit. Well, no, don't take that back. I look young. My grandpa looks like a 30-something-year-old man. Brown suit. My grandpa had like 6 other kids, left his whole family, stole my grandma. It's a long story, bro. Damn. I have a whole weird story. But my grandpa is one of the hardest working people on the planet, though. I will say that. But other than that, I don't know what else to say about that, man. A little Mexican history lesson. My grandpa was the lead foreman for all the Mexican laborers when America gave him a grant to let Mexicans come and work in the fields. My grandpa's the guy in the pictures with the hat. I didn't know that until I was in college studying it. And I saw a picture. Then my grandpa used to work. I go, shut the fuck up. And my grandpa is in the fucking history books. My grandpa, Gregorio, that's his name. He's in the front like this with the big hat, the foreman, because he spoke English and Spanish. And he ran all the tomato fields. He was the guy on the paper. Like, you are the foreman. Like, he's the guy that runs the fields. And then when they go back to Mexico, he stays here, gets the new guys, comes back, works back and forth. The first Mexican sanctioned workers from Mexico, my grandpa ran them. That's how old he is.
God damn.
That's how old my grandpa is. Monster. But I remember when I saw that, I go, sick. All right. That's my grandpa. That's pretty fucking tight. Just thinking like, yeah, that's why I work so hard. 'Cause look at this guy. But yeah, that's what happened.
So
I learned about it in college and go, shut the fuck up.
I'm interested to see how this turns out.
We're back.
Okay. I didn't know if we knew the conclusion.
I talked to her yesterday.
Okay.
She said, water's better in America and no one's fat in Europe. That's what she took from that. Like, water's way better here. Water's too expensive there and no one's fat. That's all she said. That's what she took away.
You've been waiting your whole life to travel.
No, she has pictures. She loved it. She talked. Good, that's what I took from her conversation. Like, if I could take some fucking YouTube keyword line, Grandma, the water sucks and everyone's fat. All right. But yeah, so that's what happened.
But he made it back.
Yeah, he's fine. Okay. I mean, I didn't talk to him, but I'm assuming. Yeah.
Don't believe her.
No, my uncle picked him up. I'm sure he would have been like, yo, where's my dad?
He caught a different flight.
Oh, shit. He decided to stay a little longer and sightsee from the alleys of Italy. Fucking street rat. Fuck. Anyway, that's what happened this weekend, guys. Or this past 2 weeks. What are we at? Like 130?
Yeah, 136.
Nice. All right. I have one more point. All right. This is the first time we're actually keeping this episode tight.
Yeah.
Doing quite the job.
Yeah. It's a crazy fucking week, guys. We got to get this thing ready.
We have
locked and
loaded. There's a lot of shit going on this week. A lot.
But we are making power moves towards us not having to handle so much and be able to just focus on the show. As we always say, but that is our lives. That is the goal. It's the mission. So that is what we do when we're not doing this.
And I know people are gonna ask in the comments. Dopest shop. This is the Tropical Sunrise. These are all my friend Hash House. And no, you cannot buy these. You can, they're not in stores. But these are dopestshop.com. I have another baby joint I should light. Sorry for everyone in the car. I pulled out a giant joint when I said baby joint. That was why I laughed like, aha, aha. That's how Hook laughs when he starts going to the jungle bee. Ha, 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 ha. That's a good movie, man. Damn, Hook's a good movie, dude. I just watched it again the other day.
Up there.
I went and bought some Ray-Bans, the glasses I was wearing. And I went, these are very Robin Williams Hook pre-Neverland. And the guy was like, they are. And I went, I'm buying them from this motherfucker. He knew what I was talking about. By the way, yes, I do this in public, guys. I'm like, and I just compare it because if the person gets it, go, so you know what I'm talking about.
Did you go into Peter Pan being a creep with him?
No, I didn't. He talked about coffee for too long. And I went, I don't know about coffee. And I told him like 22 times, oh, I don't drink coffee. Because Rosie bought this big ass, the coffee machine. She bought one for the house.
So amazing.
He was explaining to me about the mixes. And I'm like, bro, I don't drink coffee. And he heard me the 12th time. Nice dude, though. Nice dude. I don't drink coffee. So I'm going to light this joint up. And I want to let you guys in on a little BTS. If you did not know, all right? If you did not know, season 4 of Storytime is on. All right? Has started. One a month. I'm still got to catch up on 3 episodes because I started in March. March. So this last episode, you may have heard this story. It's actually from the season 1 of Storytime on the Dopest Yola channel called Hard Drug Confessions. And it's about the night I accidentally smoked methamphetamines on top of this weed bowl by this girl named Jennifer, and it pissed me off. I got all twacked out, threw up. It was disgusting. First night I drank gin. First night in a cab. All bad. Cab and cabbie.
I was confused there.
First night I took a cab anywhere. I've never been in a cab before, a taxi.
Gotcha.
And I took a cab to smoke a cabbie. And then... Anyway, season 4, if you don't know, if you like Storytime, I now do reenactments. So say it's a story about meth, I reenact everything. So if you want to see what I look like at 14 years old, I went and got a wig. I went and got the same kind of shirt that I always wore a shirt like that, but it was more green. I couldn't find one. And I reenacted this scene. But the reason I'm bringing this up is there's a throw-up scene in this episode, right? You should go watch it. It's called Worst Night Ever. Season 4, episode 2 of Storytime. Just on the Dopest Yola channel. It's called Worst Night Ever. I didn't want to call it Hard Drug Confessions. I didn't want to mix it up because the first Hard Drug Confession, there was 3 stories. And I only did 1 in this reenactment. So the reenactment is when I was 14 years old and accidentally smoked meth, right? So there's a throw-up scene. And I had to make fake throw-up. We're filming. I got like 5 people with me. I don't like hiccups. I don't like having to go to the store and get shit. I don't want to have to fucking wait in line for 20 minutes because that 20 minutes turns into 40 minutes and then drive back. And then we're an hour and a half past filming. Then it's late. Then it's 1 in the morning and I'm tired trying to film. It's not the same energy. So I like to try to keep things tight. So I went to the store down the street and the only soup, I wanted to get Campbell's chunky soup or some kind of soup to mix with some juice, put in my mouth and make fake throw up. That's what I was going to do. All they had was ramen. They only had shrimp or chicken, and I'm not doing shrimp. So I had Rosie take all the ramen packets out, take the chicken pieces out, and rinse the ramen. Just rinse it underwater to get that chicken flavor, taste out of there. So I didn't taste it while I chopped it up. So I had her cook a bunch of ramen, chop it up hella small with the vegetables in it still, no chicken taste, no nothing, right? I was like, well, I thought. And I got some Kerns. You guys know Kerns juice? That liquidy, thick juice. You probably shouldn't drink it. Kerns. I got the strawberry banana. I had Rosie mix it and the chop up the ramen, put into a cup. It looked disgusting, right? I do not eat meat at all. I smell meat cooking, makes me feel nauseous. It's the dumbest shit I ever said in my life. I never thought I would not eat meat, let alone, ew. That's for real. I feel sick. So when I go to like barbecue spots, I just can't even go no more. I used to go to my Korean barbecue and just get rice and noodles, and they would cook their shit, but it was overwhelming, dude. I felt like I could taste it. It's just, it's not for me, all right? Do your thing. I don't give a fuck you eat meat. It's just not for me. So I do this throw up scene. My Trent, shout out to Trent. He puts an apple box, which is a big piece of wood that people stand on in movies. Put an apple box on my chest. He ratchet strapped it like a truck for trucks, the straps for ratchets. He ratchet straps it to my body, drills a fucking camera mount into the chest of it. Now there's a camera pointed at me. Like, remember in The Hangover when they wake up and he's all fucked up? That scene, like, so it's moving. So the camera moves with me and the background looks all crazy. You look all disoriented. We did that, but I had him ratchet strap it so tight I could barely breathe. Like, because remember, the wood's against my ribs, like on the front of my ribs, and the ratchet strap's against the back of my ribs. Tight, super tight. So I wanted the shot to be good. So I was like, tighten it till I could almost not breathe. Because all I need to do is fake throw up. It's not like I got to fucking, I'm not smoking, I'm fine. I press play. I scoop the chicken soup ramen into my mouth, right? With the kerns, mouthful, right? And I breathe out. And once I breathe in, and once I breathe in my nose, all I, smell and taste go together. All I can taste and imagine is chicken and chicken bones. Like the meat that's closest to the bone that has the red on it, that's what I'm imagining in my mouth. Mm-hmm. There's no chicken in it. It's the flavoring is still there. And all I taste is chicken. Oh, sorry. In the scene, in real life, I smoked like 5 cigarettes when I was all methed out. So in the scene, in the reenactment, I went and bought cigarettes. I cut them down when I got to the edge so it looked like I smoked them. But all the scenes of me smoking, I really had to smoke it. I couldn't go, you would know, like, we'll hit the cig. So I'm like, and every time I see the scene cuts, I'm like, oh. So I'm really smoking cigs. So I smoke the cigs. And I'm like, oh. I don't like to eat that much before I film because I feel bloated. And I don't want to feel bloated and tired. I want to be alert. So I didn't eat that day. So there I am smoking cigs. 2 cigarettes. Like 2 cigarettes, but fully, probably like almost 1 cig. I had to like puff. So I taste cigs. Then I put this fucking camera strap, last shot of the night. I put this camera strapped to me so tight. I put the chicken soup, the kern mix in my mouth. I breathe in, I breathe out, and I just taste the chicken so violent. And in my mouth, it's dry in my throat from cigarettes. Ugh. But in here, I'm like that.
I'm about to fucking pee.
Yeah, with the chopped up noodles and kerns. So if you watch the story time, that throw up looked so fucking real. It looked better than I ever could imagine. We built a fucking plexiglass box over the camera so I could throw up right on the lens. Trent really went out.
God bless Trent.
He's the man, dude. He fucking built this box over so I could throw up straight on it. That's why that scene looks so real. All right. So I taste the chicken and automatically go, no. Open the door. I'm doing the scene right now. And I go, so if you watch the episode, that's real panic on my face. I was tasting chicken and cigs for the cigs. I haven't smoked for fucking 12 years, 10 years. Chicken, I haven't eaten meat since 2016. I don't want that. The smell makes me feel sick. I tasted it and automatically went, get out of my way. Ah! So if you watch the video, I throw up that scene, right? All the food. And then you see me go, and throw up more. That was a real throw up. Let you guys know. That second heave was all real deal throw up. Maybe I'll get the whole clip and post it somewhere because I start fucking freaking out and panicking right after because I start throwing up and dry heaving. But what happens when you throw up and dry heave? You need room to expand. The ratchet strap is so tight on my ribs and the board. When I go, it hurts so bad. I just go, and I try to gag like only the first part, not the whole, because I can't expand. But Trent was laughing so hard. He didn't hear me go, Trent. You can see in the clip, I'm like, Trent, help me. And you can't hear me because he's laughing. And I get like, Trent, fucking. I was like, I got upset. Like, I thought he just was fucking around. Yeah. But he couldn't hear me. I'm like, Trent, fucking help me. I couldn't keep like, yeah. Because it was so tight on my ribs. Wow. So I had the, like the feeling of throw up my throat, but I couldn't let it out because I was like, I'm going to suffocate, Trent. I can't. I'm like, so in the video, I'm like, hurry up, fucking please. And then he just starts, he starts gagging. So it takes him like 15 seconds to bam. And as soon as he pops it, I can start like dry heaving and shit. Because it felt like my rib was going to go, boom. It felt like like it was gonna come in. Like it was so tight so the shit wouldn't move.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about, what if you accidentally throw up and you start dry heaving? And I couldn't reach the strap in the back, and no one could help me because they're all fucking dying laughing and don't know that I can't breathe. So the second is real puke, and I'll post the other clip, but you can see me like, I can start like not breathing, and right after I'm just, dude, I was out there for like 15 minutes just throwing up like spit bile. Not food anymore because I hadn't eaten. But I was throwing a spit bile. I could only taste the chicken. I don't drink soda anymore. And I drink a Dr. Pepper, and it made me feel even worse. Oof. So if you ever fucking go, you're late. Oh, this fool's doesn't give a fuck. Fuck you and your whole families. I smoked a cig, almost broke my fucking rib, and put chicken in my mouth.
You got some clout points off that.
All right, for the fucking video. But the video came out so
it was worth it.
Good. I have almost broken my wrist and my hip for YouTube videos before. I forgot about the hip one until Rosie said it. And then I almost broke my knee on that POV video. I fucking jumped off this big ass concrete thing and straightened my knee out right when I hit, and it like the straighten made me pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I broke my leg. I remember I looked at Shabir like, and I looked down like, okay, fuck, it's not. But it was black. It was like bruising. I thought I broke my fucking leg. Dude, I was so pissed. This was 2 years ago. But yeah, so the new story time came out. Bomb. The next one, I don't know what to do. I don't know which one, because some of my stories, I was at the courthouse. I got to get a courthouse and actors. I can get the courthouse. It's the actors for me. That's the hard part for me.
We can't just have OG be the prosecutor.
I can't just have OG be, I can't.
You could. You probably should. You'd probably be amazing at that.
Hey, fool. So like, what's up, fool? You're in trouble?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a fucking bitch. Oh, yeah, you son of a bitch?
You do it, motherfucker?
Did you do it? Tell me the truth. With a gavel and Lokes. No, can't have OG be the actor. So that's why some of the story times are hard to do. But to sum it up, that's the BTS information. If you watch a lot of story time, that second heave was real throw up. And that panic in my face was real panic. Because that's when I realized I cannot breathe. And there's throw up in my throat. And I can't fully expand. I can't expand. It was
enough to even puke.
Nope. I'll find the whole clip. I have the whole clip saved.
Hopefully that'll be the only time in life that ever happens.
Dude, I didn't think about it. That was dangerous. I could have fucking choked or broke my rib. Worth it.
Dedication.
Super. I would have wrote it off my part of the video. Hospital. I would have filmed it by hospital vlog. CPA. What do you mean? Like I broke my rib and vlogged it. Could you imagine breaking my rib as a smoker? I won't be able to smoke for months. One cough, go back to the hospital. Oh hell no! I knew a girl in like 2013 that collapsed one of her lungs. Damn. Whole thing collapsed. I thought I collapsed my lungs once based on what she told me. She was dabbing some unclean ass shit. She takes, I mean, this fucking girl, Marty. When I say she take grams, multiple grams. Jesus and really Christ. Chugging. She's really chugging. She's really going. She's really, really dabbing this shit. I was so fucking shocked. Like 2 months later, I saw her and she wasn't smoking. We asked her, like, what the fuck you not smoking? She's like, dude. She told us a story. She was taking a huge ass dab. And then she said she just started feeling like she couldn't breathe in. And then she passed out. And then she woke up on the way to the hospital, like, she said she couldn't breathe. They got there and they had, like, I guess they inflate it back up. Fuck. They had to do a surgery where, like, they could put a hole. And her fucking lung collapsed. And it's bad. It's better. But what? And then one time I thought I was taking this ridiculous ass dab. It was about like 3, not really 3 grams, but I mean, it was slabs. And I took it and I remember I breathed out. I went, and I couldn't breathe back in. And I went, did I collapse both? Am I dead? And so I'm thinking, am I going to be the first motherfucker to die off smoking? And then it turned back on. I was so scared. I was with a room full of people like, fuck. When should I panic? When should I let these guys
count down to panic in 5?
Yep. And then it turned back. Like, yeah. So don't take slabs unless you're ready for that. What do we at, Marty? I say like 149.
151. You are highly on point, sir.
Pretty close. All right. Marty, you got anything else you want to talk about, man? It's a busy week. It's a weird week.
Yeah, this was a really weird week with the filming. Last week we filmed late with Tony Hawk, and then we had the surgery and everything this week.
I was in Merced for 3 days too. That's why. For the past 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. But big shout out to Buffalo, man. Big shout out to everybody going through horrible shit. We just want to come through and make everybody forget about that shit on Mondays.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people get asked us to like go over everything. Talk about like, but bro, me and Marty have for like it's only beating it into the ground. And
I got so many DMs about the situation in Buffalo, and I didn't respond to anybody just because I don't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want me to say? I can't change shit. It's fucked up. I didn't know what happened until you posted like the Buffalo thing. I'm like, what is this fool talking about?
Yeah.
And I looked like, oh, what the fuck? People are weird. People are creeps.
Yeah, it just kept unraveling as
even more and
creepier,
more and more.
More horrible by the moment. You know, I grew up a lot of my childhood less than a mile from there. You know,
That's
me and Jamal.
You were telling me, he's like, I'm trying to check on my
bikes.
homies.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to check on my friends, see if they're fucking good.
My first thought, I mean, that was my first thought, like, who was in that store? Well, before I even knew it was a mash, like, what the deal was, like, a million thoughts went through my fucking head. But, you know, it's horrible. And it did shine, you know, it is weird because it's like, this is the second biggest city in New York State, Buffalo is. And it's like, there really is only like 2 or 3 grocery stores like on the whole half of that city, on the whole east side. And I was considering that, like, that is weird, you know, because I was just considering all my childhood riding around, me and Jamal playing basketball over there and shit, just like, that's that little Tops over there. Like, yeah, that's it. It's just, I don't know, man. It's chilling. They didn't really bill it as a mass shooting, but there was a mass shooting in the building I used to work in, actually, too.
Really?
About 2 years after I stopped working there, I was telling you I got my first real job when I was 16 at this building downtown, right next to where, like, if you look at the Buffalo skyline, there's one tall tower right beneath it, right where our baseball team plays, directly across the street. And there was a restaurant on the first floor called the City Grill, and we were on the 3rd floor. And yeah, it was like, because it was like gang related or some shit, they didn't label it like a mass shooting, but it was a dude just standing across the street, just unloading on the whole restaurant. And a bunch of people died.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. There's been, it's just sad when under any circumstance. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. It's too horrible. I just basically don't want to fucking go anywhere or do anything for the rest of my life on some level. I've already been like that.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And it's like, it makes you feel like an irresponsible parent to send your kid to school. But it's been like that. So, I don't know.
Weird.
But
yeah, I don't know. People been asking us, you guys better talk about it. I'm like, all right, but I don't really want to beat it into your fucking heads more than the news is. Like, it's sad. It's horrible shit. We can acknowledge the shit and how sad it is and move on. We have to sit here and go into the psychology of why somebody does stupid shit.
Yeah, that's not our business, but it is. We sit here and big Buffalo up all the time and talk about it and shit. We got to acknowledge the shit.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, I didn't know anything. I don't watch the news. You told me.
Yeah, it was horrible. I recommend when shit like that happens, don't watch these fucking videos.
Don't watch any of that shit. It's super. Don't put that energy around you.
You can't unwatch these videos.
Horrible shit. Horrible. Disgusting. But maybe I should have asked that earlier. We're all fucking.
I don't know, man.
Right, guys.
Yeah. We wanted to officially just kind of touch on that and just send our love out and just everybody. We're not forgetting about it, and it's still on my mind. You know, I don't know. It just has kind of gone into the batch of things that weigh on my mind. I don't know, but yeah, man. Shout out to Buffalo. Shout out to everybody going through something. But it's Mondays. We're fucking hanging out.
Exactly. Also, stop beating up Freddie Gibbs. I like Freddie Gibbs. All right, Buffalo.
Freddie Gibbs, come on the podcast.
Don't beat up Freddie Gibbs, man. You ever hear Alfredo? All All right? He made Thriller. Thriller. That's how I feel like, don't do nothing bad.
That video didn't really get out there all like that. It seemed kind of like...
I'm just more like...
Yeah.
You guys are too good of fucking artists. You're too good at putting music together to be fucking...
Shout out to Freddie Gibbs for still going on stage that night, though.
He got his ass beat by Benny the Butcher's
50
people?
dudes. I don't know who it was. It was like a long distance shot of him at a restaurant, and the whole restaurant was full of dudes just stomping him out. But then that night, he went on stage at the town ballroom and performed.
Fuck.
Swollen up and shit.
Dude, Freddie Gibbs, I fucking love that fool. Too hard. But also, leave Freddie Gibbs alone. All right? Let him just rap his ass off.
Talks a lot of shit.
Talks a lot of shit. Let him talk his shit, man. Leave him alone, man. He's chilling. Freddie Gibbs hard as fuck.
But it's fucked up because him and Benny made a lot of music together. Like some of Benny's top songs are with him.
I don't like it. I
don't like that at all because
I don't like that.
It's I don't know.
I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong either way. I'm just saying, come on, man. You guys make too much money. Don't do that.
To have some petty shit. I don't know.
Don't fight. It's too much money to be fighting. Just let it go.
For hip hop, please.
For the sake of people that want more albums, don't do this. That's how I feel. You know how many artists out there I wish I could have more albums of?
Yeah. For real.
Come on. That's sad to think about.
I know.
Fuck. All right. Let's try to be like a little upbeat. I don't know what else to say. Like, we ended it so sad.
Yeah, but we got a bunch of exciting guests on the way, guys. We just made a big push for a bunch of new guests. We got a bunch of exciting moves going on behind the scenes. We got the Spotify shit going on. We got the fucking all kinds of stuff going on to level this shit up. So we're gonna keep it going.
If you're on Spotify, you can leave reviews. Please leave us a motherfucking review. There's like thousands of 5-star reviews. It is fucking cool to see it.
On Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, that
or
must
is it
be
Apple?
Apple. I know Apple for sure. Spotify doesn't have reviews. It should.
Oh, it's Apple then. Thank you guys. Wherever you're at, just appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, we have that and possibly a new, well, no, not possibly. Got a new setup coming. All right, we're going to be very this. And Marty's going to no longer be in the distance. We're trying to bring this together and make a table where Marty and I could be right here. Boom.
A little more cohesive for the guest, especially.
The guest not doing this. Huh? Gotcha. And looking back this way, all right? We want it to all be together. We're trying to figure it out, but we figured it out. And it's going to be fucking cool. So thank you guys so much for being here. Also, you know what tripped me out? Last week's episode. All right. Sorry, I'm still thinking about it. What the fuck? We finally had him on. All right. Fucking Tony Hawk is
Go
here.
watch that fucking Tony Hawk episode 3 times.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Got Tony Hawk contact high.
Pictures are so you to him smiling, him having a good time, smiling, smoke all in the air. Us talking about ridiculous shit.
Fucking crazy to me.
It's just.
We had 20 minutes before the episode started. I wish we would have recorded. Because Jason Ellis was Tony Hawk got here early. He got here on time.
Yeah.
So me and Tony Hawk talked for like 20 minutes.
Tony Hawk drove up from San Diego for the show.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome. And I wish we would have had most of that on camera. We talked about some good shit. A lot about Jackass, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of good behind the scenes shit I wish we would have recorded.
What a G, though. Shows up, is by himself, comes in,
cool
sits down with us. Fucking
chilling.
Yeah.
He was cool as hell, man. Looking like Wayne Gretzky. They're pretty resemble each other pretty well. I don't know.
Both legends.
Or Chris Collinsworth.
I got to look him up.
Chris Collinsworth, the announcer with Al Michaels in the NFL. Okay. Hi, Chris. Hi, Al Michaels. He used to play football and he used to be on the Guinness Book of World Records announcer host.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Chris Collinsworth. Everybody out there in the comments, yeah, I know, huh? It's pretty spot on description. Okay. Yeah. Fucking insane. Sorry, I still can't believe that shit. Also, shout out to thedopeshop.com. You can see next to Marty's head. You can see the fucking nice little neon we got going. Yeah, there's just a lot happening, guys. Pushtrees.com. We're doing so much. We're doing stuff every day. We're doing more and more shit every day. So thank you guys for supporting it. Thank you for being here. Anything else you want to say, Marty?
That's it. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. We got a bunch of cool, exciting new shit coming on these next couple of weeks. Just keep locked in. Tell a friend. Let's keep this motherfucker going.
Tell a homie. We just hit 180,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so fucking much. Marty did this thing today where we added up a couple episodes for a certain brand, and there's 24 million impressions on like 4 episodes.
It's a lot.
That's fucking crazy. Knowing that, like, dude, some of these impressions are outdoing the Dope as Yola channel.
That's
the watch
insane.
time is outdoing the Dope as Yola channel.
That's fucking unreal.
So, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for being here. And shout out to everybody that meets me in public, and the first thing they say is the podcast. That's insane to me. Like I told you, that fucking kid, this he must have been like 20, but he drove by in a work truck. He stopped, and he goes, hey, I watch you and Marty all the time. Shit's fucking awesome. And then he drove off.
Let's go.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That was sick.
That's the best shit ever. That's shit I will think about. On the
Yeah. I was on a fucking FaceTime. I felt so bad too. I was like, what? I was in the middle of a meeting and I just put it down. Like, oh, sorry guys. Oh yeah. I just had to like pretend like a glitch or something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like, I'm on a call, man. I just had to like, no, I'll put it in my pocket, make it look like it glitched. Yeah. That's what I did. But yeah, shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody I fucking saw randomly in Merced. Went and watched a movie with my dad. I haven't been to that theater since I was a kid. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I want to buy some property in Merced. I talked about the certain company and our certain business in a certain spot. Now there's that business there, and they're killing it. I was so upset. Should have did it when I was a kid. I mean, when I was younger, I should have started trying to invest in it. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, anyway, been in Merced for 6 days in the past 2 weeks, which is so odd to me. I haven't been there in that so long. To be there that long is so odd. Days go by so slow. There's nothing to do. Maybe just start a business or something. Because other than that, you're just sitting. And I remember all the times just sitting. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd rather be tired all the time.
Yes.
From working. Well, so shout out to everybody out there working their fucking ass off. If you're in the bathroom hiding right now and you're smoking weed by the dumpsters, pretending to take the trash out and shit, I feel you. I understand. We're all there. We're all once there. And if you want to stay there, it's fucking cool. But if you don't, make it a point to get the fuck out of there. And you will. All right? Think positive. Stay positive. Thinking about negative shit doesn't do anything but draw more negative energy towards you. That dark cloud and all that bullshit. So if that's what you're going through right now, I see you guys' comments. Remember, we've all done it. We've all been there. Maybe currently, maybe not, but we've all fucking been there. And it'll pass. All right? That's pretty much what every episode's about. Okay? I'm just fucking high now. But yeah, it's the first time I'm smoking weed. This and Tony Hawk, this is purple weed. I haven't got any OG this week, so I smoked purple weed with Tony Hawk. After the end of it, I go, oh, I got to switch up my weed. Oh, yeah. Because it was purple weed. It's like some runs or some shit. I'm like, that's a different high. I'm not. So, yeah, I feel different right now. I like it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Before you get out of here, I know we're dragging it out. Twitter. Go follow us on Twitter. Dope as Usual Podcast. Boom. Bring it up right about here. And then Instagram, we just hit like 70-something thousand. Fucking thank you guys. Super fucking cool. Boom. Here's our Instagram, Dope as Usual Podcast. Sorry. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have TikTok too, don't we? Yeah, we have TikTok too.
We need to get that thing going.
We need to start doing more. We might need a social media person at this point.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. We need some help. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for everything. I went through a couple episodes the other day, and just seeing the change from season 1 to now is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Wow. Our lights are in the wall. This is awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for everything, for supporting, for Marty and I. Marty, you wearing a lot of blue.
Yes.
I just noticed that. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am.
Had to show the fucking support today.
I think that's it, man. I'm just fucking high and stoked. I don't film until tomorrow after this. I'm going to go like actually just sit. I played Def Jam Fight for New York for 5 hours with my mom's boyfriend the other day. Didn't answer my phone, didn't do work, smoked joints or smoked pens, got high as fuck off vape pens, and played games. First time since I was probably 18 or 19 years old that I sat and did not do anything else but get high and play games.
Whoop ass with Method Man.
Oh, I wasn't Method Man. I was Noriega.
Oh, yeah.
And then, dude, David Banner.
Yeah.
That motherfucker in that game. Try to fight me with David Banner. I will fuck your shit up. David Banner is the Hulk in that game. Anyway, where's the petition? Def Jam, bring it back.
Please.
Bring it back. Def Jam fight for the West Coast, or Def Jam fight for something. Bring it back. Throw SoundCloud rappers in there. Make it happen, all right? Put some motherfuckers in there you wouldn't expect. Just fucking bring it back. Please do some more shit. Could you imagine a fucking game where you're like, I'm going to be Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to fight you. All right? Who are you? Oh, they put Tekashi 6ix9ine in here. Everyone's going to fight everybody. You know what I mean? Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
That would be the biggest fucking game in the world for a minute. Def Jam is such a good game already. The fighting shit. We're trying to end this podcast. Damn it. No. Sorry, I got lost. Def Jam, what a good game. Fight for New York? Fuck out of here. Throw a motherfucker. I threw Danny Trejo in front of a fucking Subway and won. All right? Fat Joe is Joey Crack.
Let's go.
I beat him in one fucking try. The fuck out of here.
Fuck, you thought he was fucking with.
I did put it on easy, though. I was trying to beat the game real quick, so it was on easy. Snoop Dogg, unstoppable. Doing kung fu. Sorry for everyone out there that's like, yo, you said you were wrapping it up. Also, you could have changed it too. So fuck you also. All these, I see your comments. You're rambling on. Fucking change it. Don't watch me ramble. Fuck you. But for everyone else that is here, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. For Evo King, fucking we see who else? See Elizabeth in there all the time. Dude, there's so many names. BG Gal, B Gal, Fort. I can't remember the letters. I see so many of the names. Shout out to you guys for always fucking being here, literally all the time. Thank you. Demons is always in there. I could go on and on. There's so many fucking names.
Shout out Terps and Caicos for getting his signed tray in the mail.
Oh, yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Marty's been doing some giveaways, man. Just follow us on Instagram, all right? My Instagram got deleted so much, so just find Marty's, which is Drastic Graphics, and I'm sure that he had posted me recently. Or follow the podcast, and it says
there you go.
Hosted by, bio. And that's my newest Instagram is there. All right.
We like to keep it fresh.
Yeah, we like to keep it. We like to keep it going. We don't like making accounts grow. We like to just in and out. It's a turn game. It's a turning point game. What is it called? It's the turnover.
Yeah.
All right, I like to put about 15 accounts in a year.
High turnover rate.
It's a high turnover rate for accounts over here. I like underscores.
They're trap accounts. We just kind of.
Yep. Yeah, I make them just to get them deleted. Yeah. So no one else can make those accounts. That's the whole point.
Mainly just to waste our time.
I like making new emails and IPs. Yeah. I love getting new phones. I like having to download and back up my phone to my computer. Love it. I just freed up 6 terabytes. If you know
so we can have lots of new accounts.
All right. So yes. Gotcha, guys. Thanks. Also, fuck you, Instagram. Really playing me over here. I got a mushroom ad on my Instagram page today for legal shrooms to your door, but I can't fucking post the dopestshop.com. Fucking Instagram. It's okay. Who gives a fuck? Guys, thank you so much for being here. I know I said that about 20, maybe 21 minutes ago. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone in the fucking chat. Thank you for being here. Drop a motherfucking like. Marty, remember, at the beginning of this episode when we're talking, just put, boom, drop a like below because I never remember to say the shit. And when you like the shit, the algorithm likes that. And it goes, hey, I'm going to suggest this video to more people. So that's why we always ask for that. Thank you so much. So I think that's it. Are you changing batteries? Oh, okay, gotcha. So for everyone out there, thank you so much for watching. I know I said it 62 times. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. So much more shit on the way. Like we have a lot of different guests lined up. There's a lot of shit coming, okay? A lot of guests you wouldn't expect. Hold on. Tony Hawk, Jason Ellis, very unexpected. I think the one I'm talking about, people are going to be even more hyped about. And I don't know if that was even possible, but it could be. We're about to crack the shit out of some sports interviews. And it's getting crazy. The fact that these athletes are coming on the show.
We're able to do this. Some intense fucking athletes.
We're locking some shit in, all right? with certain athletes that you're going to go get the fuck out of here. So thank you guys so much for supporting the show enough for us to be able to do this. I mean, Jason Ellis and Tony Hawk were here last week. A little over a year into the show. Guys, come on. Thank you. You guys did that shit. Marty fucking helping other motherfuckers do podcasts. Now we have our own rivaling numbers of the podcast you worked on. Yes! Not in a bad way, like a competition, more of like
in an amazing
way. It's like when you're a kid and you make a 3 for the first time, you're like,
yeah, exactly. I've been watching these fools make 3s this whole time.
Oh God, no, not for real, but that's how you feel like I can do it too.
Well, when you have success, it makes you feel like, I can do anything. Like I can do whatever I want. I know I can do it.
Or at least try my best.
Yeah, I'm not scared to try.
Yes, not scared to try is the biggest thing. Not getting it done. Oh, you failed. Who cares? You try your fucking hardest. And the fact that it's like, yeah, now I was always doing shit, but you were always behind the scenes. And now that you're not, I am telling you, like, you're so far away. You got to be. That's where we're building a new look. So Marty can be right fucking here. No more cords everywhere. Cameras, it's about to be sick. All right. I think that's it.
Let's go.
That's it. I wish we could talk shit about people and they wouldn't get upset because I would love to tell the story you told me about yesterday.
Oh, no, we could do a whole episode.
We can't. I wish we were allowed to air shit out because you guys would go like, shut the fuck up.
Let's just
leave it as
not the type to air shit out.
Let's leave it as this.
We're nice guys.
Oh, but if we did.
Yeah, no, we're the nicest guys in this shit is the thing.
Oh, but if we did.
No, you don't. Yeah, like
it's more like, yo, do you want to play? I broke my leg earlier, man. I don't think I can handle it. My leg's broke. I'm like, but you're fine. Yeah, it's broken. That's the equivalent of what me and Marty are talking about. I know we're just gonna leave you guys hanging. Sorry, got to.
Sorry. It's imagine trying to have to book a guest every other week, guys. Imagine, just for free. These people, the people you got to deal with over time. You're a year into it now. You know, like it doesn't stop. It never stops. Never going to. That's okay though.
Let's just say. What did you say? Just check it off. That's okay.
Yeah.
Keep moving. Like I tried.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what's really funny about how I worded this particular pitch that we're dancing around that I'm talking about. I opened it up by, hey, out of due diligence to the fans, I just want to follow up and see what's up because they want you. You know, like if I know the fans want somebody, even if in my life I'm looking at them a little bit like,
I don't know if I would.
If I know the fans really want it, I'll swallow even my own pride and try to make it happen in instances.
Yeah, we won't go too much. We'll leave it at that. But pretty much this. Me and Marty are the guys that are like, yo, you can't come in. Like, all right, I'll see you in a couple months, motherfucker. And you're going to be letting me come in and you're going to give me a table. Mm-hmm. Just fucking great.
Yeah, no, we're just, it's the best thing you can do in life.
The best thing you could have did to me was like, go, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because it's like
simple.
We're never scared to put ourselves out there, but it's like
simple. No, thank you.
There's motherfuckers are funny though. You got to do a
me.
bunch of extra funny ass shit.
Like, you know, I sold drugs, motherfucker. Yeah. I know what motherfuckers beating around the bush.
Yeah, like especially like, bro. I'm currently going through real shit. Like I know what you're dancing around.
The day you ask motherfuckers, like my son has his shoulder split open.
Literally.
I'm doing things and I'm still asking.
Literally, yeah. Quite fucking literally.
Yeah, dude. So we'll just leave it at that. We're just like, what, Ryan from The Office?
Check. Yeah. Check. Of course.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, just wanted to ask. No worries whatsoever. You do your thing.
Exactly.
Go back to work. And I'm like, I don't care anymore. I tried my best.
If the fans asked, I've been trying. I'll follow up with you again too, bitch. And I'll have a big smile when I do it. Because one day.
And don't ever get upset.
Yeah.
If people don't want to, it's like, if who cares? Who gives a fuck? Yeah. And it's not like we're saying people deny you and you get so upset you talk about, no,
it's not like that.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm sorry we can't get too into things, but it was more of my leg just snapped. But no, it didn't. Like, well, yeah, I can't play. My leg hurts. Like, just say you don't want to play with me, man. Don't lie to me. You motherfucker. Actually, I'm going to Guadalajara tomorrow. I'm actually in the plane right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually the skydiving instructor says I need to put the phone
But
away.
we're FaceTiming. You're at home.
Yeah, you're at home. What was it when Dave Chappelle tries to hang out with Big Boy? I'm on the moon, bitch. Remember Dave Chappelle? Why is everybody not hanging out with me? That's how I was like.
It's all right, though.
Sorry, man.
A lot of famous people got their own shit going on.
Yeah, I get it. We'll just leave it at that. We won't say no more. But the look on Marty's face.
I'm just happy.
That's
to
how
be
I feel
here,
too.
man.
Like, yeah, I'm just happy to do our own thing.
Yeah,
we just had fucking Tony Hawk on here, so I don't give a fuck. We're all hyped. We're all stoked. I would really like to see Action Bronson here. I was thinking that the other day. I'd like to see Action Bronson here, Allen Iverson.
Please, God.
Action Bronson, Allen Iverson, like people that I would like to talk to soon. Mm-hmm. Those two, I would like to have Bill Nye on here. Yes. I think Bill Nye the Science Guy would be very
Somebody
cool.
in the comments said Judge Judy almost shat my pants in the live chat.
I don't know if I want Judge Judy sitting with me.
Could you imagine?
I will go off on Judge Judy. Bro,
what if she smokes, though?
I'm just saying, if she tried to pull some rude shit to me,
yeah, I know.
It might be the shortest interview ever.
Yeah, that's true. But no, in my mind, it would just be riveting. We'd be talking about all her crazy ass.
Oh, I would love it if she was cool, but she doesn't seem cool.
She might be.
She might be the
could be a character
ever. She might be so.
Imagine how rich she is.
She's the highest paid person in television.
Yeah,
did you know that? You want to Google real quick? Google Judge Judy's net worth, and I want to see your fucking jaw drop. We have a camera on you too, so you can see your jaw drop. Judge Judy's net worth. I want you to see what she makes. Thank you. 500 mil almost.
Yeah.
She's the highest paid TV actor. She's the highest paid per year.
She's been doing this shit since the fucking 60s. She
Dude,
should be.
She's worth 440 just right there. That's like without liquidating assets.
Yeah.
She's probably worth a good $600 million.
Easy. Oh, I'm
off
sure.
of going, get this fucking broke down deadbeat dad out of my courtroom. Pay her. What did you just say? And as season 2 came, she just started becoming a bitch.
Yeah.
But like in a good way, like I don't want to fucking hear it. Stop talking.
Yeah.
When I watch Judge Judy, oh, she's scary. That's like Joe's mom. When I say I used to be scared of Joe's mom, it's like talking to Judge Judy, like, you're right, but damn.
Yeah. You're crafty.
Yeah.
You don't have time for my bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you see right through me, huh? Fuck. Okay. But yeah, no. Judge Judy is all she's nice, man. I would love to do it. Also, I think a good one, and I think we might be able to, Dr. Phil.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think that'd be a good talk.
Amazing.
I think it'd be a good talk. He used to bug me. He don't bug me no more. He's pretty insightful. He's talking he's speaking from what's presented, and that's logical. So I fuck with that.
I would love that.
Yeah, I haven't seen everything, so don't tell me that Dr. I'm not saying I stand by Dr. Phil. I'm just saying what I've seen. I've seen 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Of clips.
I don't know shit about the guy.
On
I just know it'd be
YouTube.
an awesome episode.
I know he's got a pretty wild mustache.
Yeah.
And he looks a little bit like the dad, George Bluth from Arrested Development, with a mustache. We tried to end this a long time ago.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
A bonus episode.
Yeah, here we go. A little bonus 30 fucking minutes. Here we go. Joints out. Perfect timing. I lit that when I said let's end it. So I knew it really wasn't going to end.
Yeah.
Okay. Judge Judy. Allen Iverson. Action Bronson. Okay. Yeah. All right. Leave in the comments.
Right. Yeah.
Leave in the comments, guys. Oh, I should also let you guys know. As of 2 episodes ago, we are having help with comments now. Okay? As of 2 episodes, I think it's 2 episodes ago. I can't remember how many episodes. So, my little brother is now hired as our social media guy for YouTube. And he's helping us do comments. Because we always say up to 1,000, but there's more. There's more than that. There's always going to be more than that. And I just I don't want to leave motherfuckers out. So we hired my brother to help us do as many as possible. Okay? So just letting you guys know that shit. In case.
Overflow.
Yeah, there's just too much. So he's now helping us every episode.
But it's always us in the live chat.
Yeah, it's always gonna be us still. It's my brother. Like if there's a comment and he's answering it back, he's like, I don't know how to answer this. He'll screenshot and send it to me. I go, oh, that kid seems sad. Send him my email. Or shit like that. You know, if it's like things is like, you can't answer this as me or Marty. Like you can't be like, thanks for watching. So I don't want anybody to think like it's never been you. No, it's always been us. I'm just saying, like till recently, now we have help with comments. But it's always us in the live chat. I mean, if you watch, I'm at home. I've been doing the live chat, but just letting you guys know, just in case you think that's weird. We're transparent with you guys. we have had what, like 40 something or 50 something thousand comments like 80,000 comments on this channel so far. We've done them all. All right. At least as many as we press refresh, and we've done them all. So we just need some help. We really need some help. So me and Marty hired my little brother. So just letting you guys know, it might be a little Rocco out there responding to you one of these days.
And we're going to hire him for everything we can ever in life.
Just going to try. Yeah. Help. Marty and I need help. So that's what we're saying. TikTok, we got to get on that shit.
Yeah.
This might be it. We need some fucking help. But yeah, we just want to let you guys know that some of the comments now are going to be helped. But we're always there. We're always still there. We always read the shit. We're always going through or liking and commenting. Just letting you guys know some of it is.
Yeah. And Rocco is one of us. I mean, he's a dope as usual model.
Yeah.
Once he's 18, he might even be a guest on the show. We'll see.
Yeah, we talked about it. I want him to be 18. He turns 18 next month. So we'll wait. Yeah. I don't want to bring him underage here. Even though I'm not going to smoke in front of him still. I don't want to. No. It's weird to me. But not in a bad way. Just like, give me a month.
Yeah, we got all the time in the world.
You'll be 18. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to let you know about that for all the comments, for everything. We used to do every comment. Then it was now 1,000. Now we're trying to do more than 1,000. It's never ending, guys. I don't know what we'll end up doing, but we're always going to be here. It's always going to be us. We're always going to give a fuck. So that's what matters. I'm not going to say anything, but most podcast people don't go, we need to hire someone to respond to fans, the overflow, because we don't want them to feel left out. All right, motherfucker, we're trying. We are really trying. We could just say, fuck no, and not do it. But that's a point. That's the whole point of the community is to be together. Yeah, we know some of your motherfuckers' names. I mean, if I could see the live chat, I would recognize a lot more, obviously. But there's a lot of Evans, all right? So I can't remember every EVAN. There's like fucking 15 of you guys. So many. And you guys always comment. You always have an E with a fucking blue or green emoji thing. And it's like, I'm not sure which one. I have to remember the last names every time. Every time. Zach Sevens, Zach Stevens. There's so many Zachs. Guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I talked your fucking ear off. But that's what happens when I don't smoke OG. I'm like alert, awake. I started this shit as, was I asleep? And now I was like, I'm high and alert. That's why I smoke joints when I'm falling asleep, because it helps. You done? You all good?
Yeah. Let's go.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. If you're in the car, be fucking safe. If you're on Spotify watching, fucking awesome. Pretty cool, right? If you're on YouTube, do us that favor. Leave a like, a comment, even if it's just, hi. Fuck it. Just say something, interact. The more interaction, the more YouTube's like, hey, let's suggest this. So Tony Hawk, not age restricted, nothing. My mom, not age restricted, nothing. And the Goblin one, surprisingly. So thank you guys so much. Past 3 episodes are good, so we're trying. All right? So thank you guys so much for being here. Marty, you will not stop rolling these fucking joints.
No, we got a whole ad read ahead of us.
Okay, all right. All right. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This was supposed to be short. We tried to cut it off 35 minutes ago, so I'm very sorry. Yeah, all right. This is episode 33.
Let's go. Red Titty Bitch.
What? You said Red Titty Bitch?
Rant City Bitch. Red Titty Bitch.
I was like, 33 Red Titty Bitch. Is this from a movie? And I automatically thought of Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, Mars, 3 girl boobs, 33. All of that happened in that split second. That was ridiculous. Okay, yes, Red City. Yes, of course. I thought you said Red Titty Bitch. All right. You fucking crazy.
Easy over there.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being here. From Marty O'Neill and I am Thomas, Dope as Yola, whatever you want to call me. This has been another podcast, another episode of the Dope as Usual show, or Dope as Usual podcast, I should say. And we're here to talk about life, drugs, problems, accomplishments, and everything in between. I just got high out of nowhere from those pens. And everything in between. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a dope-ass day. Marty, no. The hash pens while I'm smoking and these pens. Bro, I tried to end this motherfucker 28 minutes ago. We're like old men fixing a truck. We just kept talking.